Yeah. Okay, let's get it. Technical difficulties? Yeah. If you're watching the playback, fast forward 5 to 10 minutes. If you live, we about to start in a minute. Yes, sir. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yes. Yeah. really don't know why I keep doing that. Much respect, Neo. I don't know if you heard my rant, but yeah, this stream, you're responsible for this stream. Your donation I received last night, we were $7 short to get a bonus live stream. You know, much respect, Neo. I don't know if you heard my rant, but yeah, this stream. Everybody shout out Neo Morpheus. And yeah, Neo, you officially have a wrench, bro. I don't know if y'all heard me say this already because my shit was on mute and I didn't know it. But yeah, shout out Neo. I got a good show. I found a video I really wanted to go over. I ain't gonna call the dude a simp, but you know, it's a few things I find wrong with their perspective on things. Or his perspective on things. Well, no, it's two dudes. I ain't roasting. We just getting some things straight. Just doing my sensei thing. All right, let's do it. As usual, let me know if anything go left. Screen go blank. You can't hear me, anything like that. And let's get it. Before we get started, let's get up to date on crypto. You know, let's see what's going on with crypto. Bitcoin is at 65,000. Let's just take a quick look. What it's done in the past. Well, we'll just go all. So let's see. The low was November 16th, 2022. If you were buying crypto November 16th, 2022, you made some good gains from then to now. And then lost them again. That's how crypto works. But the thing is, you probably wouldn't have been buying November 2022 because that's when everybody was saying crypto is over, it's going to go lower, yada, 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 yada. But once you get some time in the crypto game, you know when everybody is saying crypto is over and it's going to zero, that's probably the best time to start buying. When everybody's scared and they think crypto is over, that's when you should be looking into buying crypto. Not when everybody talking about it on the news and they saying it's going to 1 million next week. That's when you need to be selling crypto. When your grandma asking you which crypto she should buy, that's when you should be selling. When everybody talking about they feel sorry for all the crypto bros because, you know, it went down so much and crypto over, that's when you need to be buying. So yeah, at this point, Bitcoin could either go to 100,000 from here or it can go to 30,000 from here. Very risky point in the market because it's already went up. Look, this much from November 2022, it already went from 16,000 to at the top like 70 something thousand. So that's a hell of a run. So this is literally the riskiest time to get in crypto. But that's enough about crypto for today. How many people in here? I only got 3 people in here. Everybody hit the like button. Okay, everybody did hit the like button. So let's go over crypto a little more then, since ain't nobody in here yet. So, like I said, when it comes to crypto, first and foremost, don't invest more than you could afford to lose. If you got 20,000 in a bank account, F it. Go ahead and put 5K in. You could afford to put 5K in. I mean, I don't know your risk tolerance, but I'm just using that as an example. You know, if you got 20K stacked up, 5K will hurt. It'll hurt. But, you know, you ain't going bankrupt or nothing. You still going to be able to pay your rent if you got 20K stacked in the stash. you could afford to lose 5. You know, you ain't jumping off no buildings because you lost 5. You know what I mean? But a very important part of investing in crypto is at what stage in the market are you invested? Like I just said, this is one of the riskiest times to invest because it could pretty much go either way. Now, when it already then crashed 50, 60, 70, 80%, it's a less risk because we already then went down, 70%. And if you believe in Bitcoin like I believe in Bitcoin, you don't think it's going to go to zero. So you have, a good thesis that it's going to go up from 70% down. So that'd be a great time to buy when it's 70% down. But let's talk about how to weed through cryptos. That's really what I want to teach. That's the main thing I want to teach because there's like over 2 million cryptos. But if you employ the methods that I teach you, you'll be able to sift through the bullshit pretty quickly. Well, not quickly, but you'll be able to sift through, how can I put it? You'll be able to go on coinmarketcap.com, pull up the coin, and within a couple of minutes know if it's BS or not. And when you get to the point where I am, you could just, like I said, you could scroll up and down this front page of the crypto and know the BS off top without even clicking on any links. You know what I mean? Certain things are just deal breakers at face value. You won't even have to waste your time. I don't mess with meme coins. They're too unpredictable. They're not really built on any strong fundamentals. It's just a meme coin. That's basically just gambling when you start messing with meme coins. I mess with the utility coins, like coins that can actually be used for something that might get some type of real adoption possibly, or people speculate that it might get some real adoption. So yeah, I don't mess with meme coins. Another big thing with crypto is narratives. What are the hot narratives? You want to invest in the things that are going to be hot narratives now and over the next couple of years are going to be hot narratives. For example, AI is going to be a hot narrative for a long time to come. Gaming is going to be a hot narrative for a long time to come. What's another one? Those are the main two that I have a lot of faith in aren't going anywhere anytime soon. AI and gaming. So let's take a quick peek. I recorded a tutorial about crypto. I haven't edited and dropped it yet. I don't know when I will. Eventually I will. So let's go over one of my portfolios. So let's see. Let's take a look at a crypto called Big Time. So one thing I want to say for anybody who in here don't know about crypto at all, don't pay too much attention to price. When you first get into crypto, you look at the price and you try to speculate how big the crypto can get based on what the current price is. But that's not what you need to pay attention to when you're trying to figure out, how big a crypto could potentially get based on where it is now compared to other coins like it that went up to a high number. You don't want to look at the price. You want to look at the market cap. You know what I mean? So Big Time has a $167 million market cap. So there have been gaming coins. This is a gaming coin. There have been gaming coins that went to, I think, let's just hypothetically say 10 billion. I believe a gaming coin went to a $10 billion market cap before. So hypothetically, once I research this Big Time coin, if everything check out with it, and I strongly feel that this coin could be as big as, the top 10 coins, gaming coins that have ever been in crypto, then I would look at the current market cap, which is, let's just hypothetically say the current market cap for easy math was 100 million instead of 167 million. So I would say some of the biggest gaming crypto coins have went to, let's just say 10 billion. So if I think this is going to be one of them next ones and it was at 100 million now, that would be 100x. So from 100 million to 10 billion, you would make 100x on your money. But here's the thing. A lot of people in crypto, they try to push that 50x, 100x shit. One thing I learned, don't get caught up in that. Get your 5 and 10x's and get the hell out the game. Don't sit around waiting for a 50 and 100x. Because a lot of people lose their money that way. They'll make a 5 and 10x, but they say, no, I'm going to hold on to it till it go to 30, 40, 50, 100x. Man, people just say 50 and 100x to get views and get streams and get clicks. Now, I'm not saying in crypto stuff haven't went to 100x, but I wouldn't go in with that mentality. Get your 10x, get out, and then maybe invest in something else when it come down some and get another 10x. That's your 100x. That's your best bet at getting a 100x. Getting a 10x, taking it out, waiting to look at the market, see when another opportunity arises, put some of that in and get another 10x. That's your best bet at 100x in crypto. So be very skeptical in crypto when motherfuckers talking about 50 and 100x. If they talking 5, 10, 20x, that's probably people who are more realistic and people you may want to gravitate more to. But here's the thing. If I teach y'all what all I know, you won't need any influencers. You can go into a crypto, research it yourself, and, decide yourself if it's going to do good in the market. And you don't need to listen to no gurus. I'm trying to give you the tools so you don't got to come to me and ask me, RB Sensei, what's a good crypto? You'll be able to look for yourself and see what a good crypto is. Yeah, I'm going to wait until a few more people get in to start the videos. But let's take a look at Big Time. I already researched this coin and decided that it's a good coin. So let me walk y'all through my process. All right. Like I said, I'm looking for 5 and 10x's at this point. I used to be naive and was trying to get 30, 40, 50, 100x's, but I'm looking for a 10x. So this market cap, 167 million. So a 10x would be it going to 1.6 billion. So that would be my goal on this crypto. Another thing, you should take profit on the way up, because you never know when cryptos are going to crash or something going to happen in the market and they crash and you lose all your gains. I still haven't mastered what my take profit strategy is going to be, honestly. But a general rule is take profit on the way up. As of now, my mentality is I'm trying to hold for a 10x. At this point, my mentality is I'm holding for a 10x. So what you want to look for, guys, is, and anybody who's not in the crypto, or if you're watching the replay and you ain't in the crypto, just, you know what to do. Fast forward if you're watching the replay. So this is what you want to look for. You want the volume to be usually at least 10% of what the market cap is. I mean, there's exceptions to be made, so maybe I should say this. You want to see the volume, that's the daily volume of money that's going in and out of it every day, to be anywhere from 5 to 10% of what the market cap is. If it's 10% of the market cap, that's good. And depending on, other cryptos, it might be a really good crypto, but it only got 5%, volume of what the market cap is. That's passable. It's passable. So in this case, and I guess anybody let me know if anything not making sense. Yeah, if you live in New York, I'm not sure what all exchanges are available in New York. Yeah, I'm not sure what the rules are in New York. So let's take a look at this real quick. And I think I might go to a video after this lesson. So if we want the volume, the daily volume into that coin to be 10% of what the market cap is, 5 to 10% of what the market cap is. So 167 million is the market cap. So 10% of that would be 16 million in volume. That would make, it would be 10% of the market cap. So this has, more than 10%. I don't know the math off the top of my head, but this is at least 30%, if not, 70, 140. This is damn near 50% of the market cap. The daily volume is damn near 50% of the market cap. That's outstanding. That means a lot of people are into this coin. A lot of people have their money in this coin. People got their eyes on this coin. Like, that's extremely good. That the volume is 50% of the market cap. So that's a great fucking sign off top. And this is the first page. That's the first thing you see if you was researching big time, somebody told you about big time, and you're like, okay, let me go to Coin Market Cap and see what it do with big time. And you see that, the daily volume is 50% of what the market cap is. That's a huge green flag. I'll just say that off top. Let's see. And real quick, I'll say the circulating supply, I like to see it at least 20%. So it checks out there too. I really like to see 15 to 20% minimum. Like I said, I'll make exceptions if it's just an outstanding coin in every other way, but it got like a 10% circulating supply. I might make a exception. But if it's less than a 10% circulating supply, I really don't fuck with it. I really try not to fuck with it. The goal is 20%. 15 to 20% is definitely the goal. And like I said, I'm not going to go into all the details of what circulating supply is and all that, but just keep in mind you want to see it at least 15 to 20%. So that's already two things that check out on my checklist of things to check in a crypto coin. So I'll just leave it on that note. All right. Let's get into the first video.
Niggas is scared because, especially now more than ever, the way we taught to view what a man's supposed to bring, even traditionally, the shit not even appreciated.
Now, I seen you, the thing that I like about your style is that you're fair. Because a lot of these brothers that do get like the light and it comes to the relationship space, they call them incels. And
So you wrong already, dude. He's already lumping, and see, this is what happened when communities go mainstream. He's basically lumping pretty much all the dudes in a relationship, red pill manosphere space as incels. You couldn't be more wrong, bro. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. See, people don't research. They look at a 30-second video and think they can sum up a whole community. This motherfucker just said basically every man talking in the relationship space that's red pill aware or in the manosphere is an incel. That's fucking ridiculous. So that just that just show you off top what we dealing with.
And they beat up women. But the thing that I don't get, and
I gotta stop it again. You gotta pay attention to the words people use too, because they try to sensationalize shit and make shit sound extreme by what words they use. Now I know he didn't mean they physically beat up women, but see, when you word it like that, it rile up emotion. They're beating up women, like not that you actually think these guys are beating up women. You know that he talking about like verbally. But it riles your energy up more if you somebody who sympathizes with women, or you see what I'm saying? You see how certain words could be used to manipulate emotions? Because see, if he would have said they're talking down on women, that don't sound as harsh, That don't sound as mean. It don't sound intense. But when you're trying to, rile people up on your side, you got to try to make what the other person doing seem as extreme as possible. You know what I mean? It's just like if a 35-year-old get caught with a 15-year-old, they can be like, man, he was messing with little kids, man. Now, see, if you worded as he was messing with little kids, it's gonna get you riled up more because you thinking a 5, 6 year old. They gonna leave out that it was a teenager. Now I ain't saying it was right or wrong to mess with a teenager either, but use the right terminology to just be accurate and stop trying to manipulate with words by trying to make it seem like he was messing with toddlers or something. Like, let's just be clear about what's going on. But yeah, you gotta watch out, which words people use. They use it on purpose to try to make it seem like what the other person did was way worse and more extreme than what it was.
And this is the kind of also challenge the ladies listening. Like they also help make those guys famous, and they also give them an ear.
Yeah.
And then you and we just met. But I've always looked at guys like that. That to me, those guys haven't been successful women in their real life, and it feels like this is their time to cope with why it didn't work out for them. Because
false. I mean, well, there's some guys that are in this space where that's true for. They, suffered with women. Well, most guys suffer with women. I mean, if you an average dude, you ain't gonna be killing it with the ladies like that. Let's be honest. So yeah, average men are frustrated because they feel like women ain't shit and women are being unreasonable. And though both counts are right. But yeah, there are bitter men in the manosphere. I'm not bitter. I mean, sometimes these bitches get annoying, but I'm not mad. I'm not bitter. I'm just calling a spade and, calling reality.
any man that's getting women, I'm not going at you. I'm thinking about other things with you. And
it don't got nothing to do with if you pulling women or not, bro. Female nature, the disgusting aspects of female nature has nothing to do with if you pulling women or not. The truth is the truth. Whether I can pull a bitch or can't pull a bitch, the truth is the truth. See, that's another shame and tactic. You ain't got no hoes, bro. Well, even if I don't, the truth is still the truth. If I say some true shit, it's still true, right? Regardless if I pull hoes or not. So when you say an uncomfortable truth about women, motherfuckers want to go to, you just mad you can't get a bitch. Well, even if I was mad I can't get a bitch, the truth is still the truth. Did I lie, though? You right, I'm mad I can't get a bitch, but did I lie, though? They gonna try to change the subject again. See how they try to deflect?
You pulling them, you at ease, you cool. But a lot of these brothers do seem like have their traumas attached, particularly dealing with black women, because black women are very strong. They're not easy. They're not gonna go with everything. They're gonna give you a little stiff arm if you're not coming.
Why they gonna give you a little stiff arm? And he talking about it like it's cool. Y'all just can't handle black women. I mean, I admit they gonna punch you in the face and call you a bitch and give you a stiff arm and not listen to what you say. But I mean, if you was a real man, you'd be able to handle that. Nigga, that sounds stupid. Nigga, why would I want to handle it? Why would I stay around to be subjected to that as a grown ass man? Well, what are you talking about? I mean, yeah, they gonna give you a stiff arm. They ain't gonna go along with anything. Well, why she with the nigga then? If he ain't man enough to go along with what he talking about, why is she with him? That ain't strength to me. They strong. No, the fuck they not. They're aggressive. There's a difference between being aggressive and loud and actually being a strong person. If you always gotta cuss motherfuckers out and poke motherfuckers in the forehead, that's emotional weakness and that's mental weakness. See, I could break these niggas down, man. Like, come on, man. Come on, bro. Black men don't deserve any of this. Especially black men good dudes who trying to do the best they can and being good people, they don't deserve this, all this pushback. And all this, she might stiff arm you. When in society was it a respectable thing for a woman to be stiff arming a man? Like, that sound crazy. Why would a woman stiff arm a grown ass man? You don't think something wrong with that? You don't think something went way left before it got to the point where a woman stiff arming me? Figuratively or literally. These simps is crazy, man. Now, the nigga behind the camera is a straight fucking simp. I'm not going to call the dude in front of the camera a simp. We just have a difference in, opinion, and maybe he just ain't educated. I don't know. And I'm not even mad, at the guy behind the camera. He just got a lot to learn, But the nigga behind the camera, he'll want to fight me for a chick he don't even know. Because I called the chick he don't know a bitch. He'll probably want to throw hands. It don't matter what she did or said, before he paid attention to the situation. She could have kicked me in the balls and I called her a bitch. But if he caught ear of me, he caught wind of me calling the woman a bitch, it don't matter what she just did that he missed. He want to fight now. That's what type of dude this is behind the camera. See, yeah, I got, I ain't gonna say I got triggered when I first seen this video, but I'm like, oh yeah, this definitely going on the live stream. Most definitely. Let it hurry up and be 12:30. I got 11 people in here. I need everybody to shout out Neo Morpheus because his donation after I got off live last night is the reason for this live stream. If it wasn't for Neo sending in that last donation, this wouldn't exist. Shout out to Steve M with the $5 donation. He says, guys, work on your money and health. Walk away. They will chase you. Buy land, build a homestead. If she will cook, clean, and help garden, she's a keeper. Bars. What up, Stuart? Everybody shout out Steve M. Let me give Steve M his proper dues, his proper respect.
Oh.
My nigga.
Properly, they will challenge your space. And those brothers that have not done well, succeeded in that, now seem to be targeting them and hitting them and jabbing them. But yeah, one, what's your thoughts about that?
That's what a man supposed to do. A man's supposed to check a bitch and correct a bitch. Men keep men on point, steel sharpens steel, and it's a man's job to keep women on point and children on point. That's our motherfucking job, is to tell a woman when she doing something wrong and she need to tighten up. Women gonna tell us when we need to tighten up, ain't they? They don't bite their tongue when we need to tighten up about something, but we can't say nothing to them. Get the fuck out of here. That's what a man supposed to do. Check a bitch and tell women when they doing something wrong in society. So women should just do whatever they want, no matter how detrimental it is to society, and can't nobody tell them nothing. Get the fuck out of here. Clown shit. You feel me? That's clown shit. Everybody shout out Steve M with the $5 donation.
But then overall, why do women also fear accountability? Because that was a clip that I saw with you.
All right, we're going to both of them joints. The incel stuff, the red pill stuff, the passport stuff, it's not new.
Mm-hmm.
It might be new to black men, like the black manosphere. It might be new to us. But if you go some decades, I really think about how long white men in the military been bringing back women that ain't from here.
Bringing them back. I know they be having some children outside.
Even the ones that you ain't ever seen none of them random couples that be this old white man with a Vietnamese lady?
They love respectfully Asian women. Definitely
because they what? Are more submissive
for sure.
And more. So if that conversation been around this long, it can't be a new one. We might have just got around to it.
Okay.
Might have just hit YouTube good, but that ain't new. This dissatisfaction with the behavior of, you know how long white men been talking about that? Since the feminist movement? White women getting back in the kitchen, coming back to the house. Why you think they've been talking about it so long? They put new laws on women's bodies to get them back in the house.
Right.
To keep them pregnant. They've been at it so long, they putting it on the books.
Right.
We putting it on the blog still.
We putting it on our podcast, and they dead ass serious about that shit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, look, here's the thing. Women aren't going to, as a whole, women aren't going to be righteous when they get empowered. Fucking period. And anything they build is going to be for themselves. It's not going to be for the greater good of society. And that's why they shouldn't be empowered. When men build, we build for society and for families. When women build, it's all about me, me, me. Look at my Instagram. I'm going on trips. I'm a boss bitch, and I don't need no man. It's counterproductive for women to be empowered in the society. The birth rate gonna go down. Hedonism is gonna go up. It's a cancer to society for females to be empowered. So yeah, men got to put laws on a bitch for her to be a decent human being. She ain't gonna be one on her own on average. fucking period. It sounds sexist, it sounds misogynist, but it's true. And history has shown it, and it's being revealed to us now. So yeah, let me do my e-begging for the day. So I'll put it like this. Send in super chats, super stickers, $5 or more, get you the 30-second meme tribute. $10 or more get you. Wait, I did that wrong. $5 get you the My Nigga meme. $10 or more get you the 30-second My Nigga tribute. If we make $15 in donations the first hour, it guarantees a 2-hour stream. If we make $25 the whole stream, I'll do a bonus live stream at some point in the next few days. Preferably Cash App and Streamlabs, because super chats and super stickers, YouTube take 30% off the top. But if you prefer that, it's better than nothing. I'll take it. The Cash App link is the pinned comment, and the Streamlabs link is in the description. Let's get it.
We amateur when it comes to the dissatisfaction now.
Right.
So this is what I mean when I'm talking about this box. This box causes us to look at our women a certain way.
Okay.
And say that our women have to be a certain way in order to be proper, because we trying to be the proper man. And the only way a woman can fit with me is if she jumps in a box too. Be real here, bro. You think white women are docile and submissive and meek?
No. Nope.
Not
You-
completely.
You ever seen a white man beat into submission in his relationship?
I mean, most guys in America are beaten. We don't even got to bring race into it. Most guys are beaten to submission in their relationship and get on some damn near yes dear type shit. Some damn near yes dear. You know what I mean? What is it? Betatization by 1,000 concessions or something? Yeah. You pretty much got to rule your household with an iron fist with a bitch. Once you start letting up, they start slowly creeping above you and start bossing you around. You got to keep your figurative foot on the bitch neck. Not literally. Don't take that the wrong way, fellas. Not literally. You got to keep your figurative foot on the bitch neck. I think Malcolm X said something to the extent you got to be more harsh than loving when it comes to women. That's the only way to keep them in check. Or maybe that's not the right way to word it. They're children mentally, so you got to handle them like children. I mean, you can be loving to your children, but you also can't let that line blur of, we friends. Like, no, I'm your parent. I love you, but no, we ain't friends. We can have positive moments and joyful moments, but we ain't buddy. Because I got to make sure you're doing the right thing and keep you in check. And the same thing with a woman. I love you. We can hug. We can make love. We could cuddle up and watch a movie. But we ain't equals. And don't ever let that bitch forget it. I'm your leader. We ain't friends. I mean, we can have somewhat of a friendship. But as far as my comparison to children, yeah. You got to be more of a leader figure and authority figure than you are her friend and buddy and lovey. Because that bitch will take advantage of that and start running you every time. Some do it faster than others, but eventually over a 20-year period, she'll be bossing you around if you don't keep that fist strong. Figurative fist, fellas. Figurative fist.
Look at the older couples. Don't look at no younger couple, bro.
Well, they definitely, yeah.
You notice how
Yeah. He
quiet he is now?
They say they think it's a
How-
happy wife, happy life. I think they was pushing that real heavy.
Yeah.
Just do whatever you say, Margaret.
Wherever you want to go.
Right.
You don't think they been tired? You don't think white women ain't been tired of white men? Even the well-kept ones. That's where the pool boy shit come from.
Yeah, they don't appreciate shit. And see, oh gosh. Like, this is why I say the best time to find your life partner is high school and college. That, to me, that's when true love happens. After that, it get real sketchy. And if it's true love, is it real? Like, I don't know about it. I don't know if that's true love. After 25, women are more worried about the status, the look of things. She want kids, her clock is ticking. It's about damn near everything else but love. How it's going to look, what her friends going to think. Well, she care about what her friends going to think, period. But that's what I'm saying. Like, true love happened between 14 and 22. Now, when you lock in with a woman at that point, she riding for you. Yeah, that woman like will give you a fucking kidney. That woman genuinely loves you. She might be a bitch. She might be annoying, but that woman actually loves you for you. It ain't about the money. It ain't about if you could buy her a house. She loves you for you. And she ain't gonna love you the same way you love her. Women love differently, but the way women love, she'll love you genuinely in that way. When you meet her at that young age, or you was her first, and like you're her true love, like to the point where if you left her, you would alpha widow her, like. But after that, it gets sketchy, man. After that, it gets sketchy. If you with a woman who wouldn't work 3 jobs to keep the family afloat, then you with a bitch who ain't worth being in a relationship with. If you couldn't work for 3 years, if you with a woman who would leave you instead of getting 3 jobs to keep the family afloat because she loved you and she loved the family and she going to do what it take to keep the family together, that bitch ain't worth being with. All these women talking about buy me this, buy you that. I ain't buying you shit. What can you bring to our table as a couple and as a family? How can you help build this legacy? It ain't all about giving you shit. And there's some women out there, they'll work 3 and 4 jobs to keep the family afloat. Because they really down for their men. They really genuinely love their man. They'll forsake the rest of the world, like on some Bible shit, for her man. And she'll do whatever it take to make sure her and her family straight. Those women exist. Small percentage these days, but they exist. But the other 90% of women aren't worth being in relationships with. It's that simple. And we're going to keep this shit super simple.
Housewives.
Paying all the
and
bills,
shit.
but ain't being no type of man in a relationship.
Right.
Because that's what these boxers do. Bruh, I don't be challenging manhood because I don't try to. Bruh, I be trying to get the money for I could pay all the bills. I'm not out of this shit. I'm trying to unlearn it and relearn it like everybody
Wait,
else.
so you don't think we should be trying to take care of all the bills?
Nigga, I know we shouldn't be trying to take care of all the bills, and I'm still out here trying to earn the money to take care of all the bills.
Oh, let's break this down, man. First and foremost, my manhood, this is just how I view it. Please disagree if you disagree in the comments. My manhood ain't based on money. It's not based on my ability to get money. So if I lost my job or I got crippled and I lost my ability to even earn money, I don't feel like less of a man because I never built my manhood on money or my ability to give shit to women and children. That's not what my manhood is based on. You know, I got principles, beliefs, hobbies, interests, leadership skills with or without money. Like, you see what I'm saying? Knowledge and character, so much talent. There's so much other things that I would say build up my manhood. Money would be like the absolute last on the list. Ability to get money would be probably the absolute last on the list. But let's talk about paying all the bills. Here's the thing. I think if most men made $250K, most men would pay all the bills. I feel like they would take pride in paying all the bills. Men already want to, they want to run shit. They want to be the big dog. So yeah, most men would go ahead and pay all the bills. But here's the thing. The overwhelming majority of men don't make $250K. The overwhelming majority of men don't make $100K. So most men can't comfortably pay all the bills. And I don't think any of those men should feel less of a man. Bitch, go out there and get a job. Or, here's the thing. There's some women who are willing to live, what's the word I'm looking for? They're willing to live lifestyles that aren't extravagant. They're willing to, eat ramen noodles. And as long as they with their family, they happy. They willing to pinch pennies and coupon cut. Which she still ain't doing you a favor by doing that if you paying all the bills. She's still getting a benefit. Even if we not living lavish or we living in, less than ideal conditions, she ain't doing you a favor by being with you. She's still getting a free ride, even if it ain't a luxurious free ride. But yeah, man, women got to contribute, man. Women got to fucking contribute in whatever way they can or whatever way the family need, period. And I don't feel like a less of a man if my woman got a job. Or if at some point she got to work 3 jobs. Maybe I'm down bad. That's what she supposed to do, because I would do it for her, because we love each other, we building a family, and we building a legacy. Fucking period. And once again, that provider thing is based on a woman staying at home, raising 3 kids, cooking, cleaning, homeschooling. That's what that provider concept is based on, from my knowledge. And most of the women talking this provider shit are in their fucking 40s with other niggas' kids. They need to take that word out of their fucking vocabulary. If you're not 18 to 25, preparing to push out a man's 3 kids and homeschool, stop saying provider. I don't want you to say that word no more. Unless you fit in the category I just laid out. Fucking period. Those are the only women who can even make an argument about provider. Any other bitch, you need to be talking about how you can bring some money to the table, even if we use all your money for investments.
I'm in it with everybody else.
Well, so, cause I'm in the same race.
Yeah.
But something, I mean,
Life's full of choices. Here's a simple one.
Like I'm in the front seat, life's a cruise. That's the move.
yeah, for sure. Everything is conditioning, right?
Exactly.
You grow up, someone's gonna kind of groom you to think about yourself in this light, live this way. And so my answer is, that's what I believe. And I don't know, where does it come from? It comes from because that's what I feel is the right thing to do as a man, that I am supposed to take care of the house. And then maybe my woman comes and balances out in different ways. But so if things need to be more fluid in terms of, which I understood even in my space, I've been challenged, like, you don't have to necessarily just be that way. You can, a woman can step in at times, especially if it's tough financially.
Yeah.
But it does make me reflect, like, yeah, are we doing it wrong?
And I don't want to make traditional people like the bad people, the enemy, because again, I got stuff that I'm trying to unlearn, relearn, stuff that's not really applicable, all of that good stuff. It's really just about challenging the narrative and being able to acknowledge out loud where some of this stuff come from. And if you still want it, if you still want to sit with it, if it's still valuable to you, go ahead.
Bingo. I'm 100% with this. I'm someone who, I got to challenge, not that I'm challenging everything just to be challenging it, but all the norms, social norms and narratives that I'm just supposed to go along with, because that's just how it is. Like the whole thing where guys say, yeah, I protect and provide. That's just what a man supposed to do. I like to look deeper into that. Like, where did that come from? Who was the first person to say that? What was the era like? What was the times like? What were the circumstances that they were said under? I'm not just going with social norms. I question social norms, figure out the origin of them, and then decide if I want to fuck with it or not. I ain't fucking with it just because that's what we always did, bro. That's just what men do. No, I got to go deeper than that. Analyze it for myself, and then see if I want to adopt it. And I agree with that with everything, with politics, everything. I ain't just going along with the crowd. I got to analyze it and research it for myself and make my own decision on it.
But we got to start calling a spade, bro. That'd be my only thing for real.
How does that hurt us?
How does what hurt us?
How does me trying to be, the macho man?
Where I think it does hurt some of us is this belief, and that we keep preaching it out loud, is that you got to go twice as hard to be half as good.
Correct.
Nigga, no. I refuse to ever measure myself up against anything or anybody that sets me out with a handicap that even if I exceed performance expectations, I could only ever be half as good. That means I gotta go 4 times as hard just to get to ground zero.
Well, okay, now we're getting into the whole black thing. Are black men disadvantaged in the world? Well, yeah, just off top. I mean, I've experienced just walking in a room, certain motherfuckers gonna give you a dirty look. They see you as less than off top before I haven't even got a chance to say anything yet. They already see you as a fucking peon or as gum on the bottom of their shoe as soon as you walked in. So this whole concept that black men have to overcome more is true. It's not black people bitching. It's true. Well, some black people do bitch, but my point is, it's valid. it's definitely valid. But I think it's good for a black man to not look at it like that. Just go in and be the greatest human you can be, and you're going to get good results. Just try to look at it like that. Try to have a positive attitude about it and just grind and do the best you can, and don't get caught up in, man, they ain't going to let me get nothing because I'm black. No, that's a defeatist attitude, and you ain't going to get nothing if you had that attitude. Just outwork these motherfuckers and be the best person you could be, and you'll have better results than a lot of the people around you. Just put it like that. But I agree, like, fuck all this trying to be Superman, Macho Man. I can beat everybody up. I can out-earn everybody. I can shoot guns better than everybody. I ain't into all that, man. I am what I am. I do the best at, what I can do. I do what I can do when I can do it, how I can do it. And anything past that, I ain't worried about it. Fuck all this standard of trying to be Superman. I ain't Superman. I'm never going to try to be Superman. I'm going to be the best man I could be. If that's last place every time, oh well. It is what it is. I ain't going to feel bad about it. I did the best I can.
I'm not subscribing to that, bruh. Black male suicide rates are going up, bruh. Our life expectancy is going down.
I was going to say, a lot of our black grandfathers passed away consistently before.
And, bruh, like the numbers.
We trying to do it all.
The numbers say that it's killing us. Not my opinion. The facts say that it's killing us. So sure, stay over there if you want to. But again, we got to call a spade a spade. And with the cost of living rapidly rising, with the value of the dollar decreasing, for everybody, bro, we talking about for everybody, not just black people, because we know once things hit us, it gets exponentially worse. We talking about for everybody. We already not getting paid what white people getting paid. So you actually
Well, hey, okay, I got to interrupt there too. We got to consider, well, what field are you in? Like, where's the evidence of that, sir? I like to look into things. I don't just go with stuff because the motherfucker said it on the podcast. Like, okay, we not earning what they earn. In what field? And do you have the same education? Do you have the same experience? We got to really dig in. Don't just go along with shit like that. Look into it. Don't just roll with narratives like that. That's all I'll say about that one.
Actually do have to work harder in that regard for all your dollars to add up. What you gonna do now? Work harder?
And I mean, we do need burnout.
Niggas working 50, 60 hours a week, bro, just to make sure they straight. Not wealthy, just to make sure they straight. How many more hours you got to give? Then at that point, cause that niggas is scared. And this is where I'm gonna empathize with the fellas.
Okay.
Men are scared.
Of what?
Losing everything that they have to work harder and harder and harder and harder to gain.
Facts.
You know what's go ahead. You
40 years ago, you could get a job at a factory and afford to trick.
Okay, let's stop on that. Like, I mean, yeah, that's why guys are giving up. They just saying, look, man, I got to bust my ass just to be poor, and the bitches don't want to fuck with me and don't want to appreciate all the hard work I do. And I still ain't even going to be able to come up at all. And bitches ain't going to respect me regardless. Fuck it. I just, work 10 hours a week and live in a van. Fuck it. I mean, what am I doing all this for? I can't get a bitch. So if I can't get a bitch, I can't get a family. What I'm working 80 hours for? I get it, man. I get it. Getting treated like shit at work. What is all this even for? I might as well just live a minimalist life or live in a van or something and be happier and have a peace of mind and not get treated like shit every day by my boss and coworkers or whatever. And work my fingers to the bone just to be able to afford to be poor. That's a bullshit setup if you ask me. This is why I say, fellas, if you're going to work a 9 to 5, just a regular 9 to 5, look, man, be working it to work towards a goal, or you need to be saving something to try to invest. Like, be doing everything you can to come up. Don't be complacent. I mean, do what you want, whatever you're happy with. But I would say don't just be complacent with 50,000, work for 50,000, because the value of the dollar keep going down. You got to try to do something to come up. So if that means you live in a shithole and stack 20K a year, even though you could afford living in a better neighborhood, but live in a poor neighborhood, so you can invest 20K of your income a year so you can come up, or you can invest in a business or try to save 20K a year to invest in crypto. Look, don't be working that bullshit job, just working it, complacent with just meeting bills at the end of the month. If you got to live beneath your means so you can put some extra money somewhere else, do that. But don't be working these jobs just to fucking stay afloat. Figure out a way to try to come up from that job. That's all I'll say.
You get you a little regular job and still afford to trick on something. You wanted to buy you a little slice of coochie, you could do that. You wanted to take little you know what I mean, out shore a little night on the town, take it to cheesecake factories, because back in the 80s and 90s, niggas wasn't act like they wasn't, you know what I'm saying, take it to the little steakhouse or something like that. You could trick. Now, again, niggas are working 50 and 60 hours just to keep it together.
Okay.
You could get you a factory job and get a house. Wasn't that normal for no regular dude to have a home. He may have been renting that, but he had a crib.
Mm-hmm.
Bring a little shorty back, because they had a regular person could move to the low end suburbs. You could still afford that. I don't know if y'all remember good people.
I mean, yeah, look, I'll just say this about myself. I worked dead-end jobs for years. Just, I guess, complacent with just paying bills and having a spot and eating food, I guess. That ain't nobody's fault. It ain't the white man's fault. It's nobody's fault. I should have went to college. I should have got a trade. I should have tried to save some money to start a business. That was all my fault. And that's going to be most people. Most people don't have the drive, the ambition. They just don't have the mental bandwidth to do what it takes to come up, whether that be go to school, like I said, start a business, learn how to trade stocks. They just don't have it. So I just encourage, like I said, all the bros to figure out a way to come up, to use your regular 9 to 5 to try to come up. Everybody ain't going to have a successful business, but try to find your lane and try to find a way to come up. Like I said, if that's trading stocks, if it's fucking flipping cars, whatever, you got to try to figure out, bro.
People I may be showing my age as a person. Y'all remember starter homes? Y'all remember people could buy those? That regular people could buy like a first home and hope to make some type of step up. I don't know if y'all remember them, because now they Airbnbs and regular houses and stuff like this. So I don't know, some of y'all may be a little too young. But now, niggas are scared, bruh. My 50K ain't the same 50K it once was. So I had to work that hard to get to 50K.
Right.
For a woman to come into my life, and I'm expected to take care of her. And taking care of her ain't the same taking care of her that it was back in the G. Back in the G, I could give you $100 and you could go have yourself a day.
Hell yeah.
You could do your self-care for real. You may not have been able to get the whole spa day package, but you can get them nails and them feet done. Mike could get you a little wash and set, some shit.
Complimentary champagne too.
You know what I'm saying? $100 now. And this ain't no knock to the shorties. This ain't no knock to the beauticians, to the estheticians and shit like that. $100 now. That might just be your holding fee.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hand, a left hand. I've been seeing some of the price of some of the shit these women be getting done. You want feet? You just feet only today?
Right.
So it's like, how I'm gonna be
Hair
that
is
nigga?
crazy.
Flowers, the little shit that costs, like all the little shit. Oh, it's not about money. Cut it out. Them flowers you want are not free. The cards you want, the consideration you want, outside of me giving you my time and shit like that, some of that stuff not free. And the little things cost a lot more literally than they ever have. Niggas is scared, bruh. Niggas is scared because, especially now more than ever, the way we taught to view what a man's supposed to bring, even traditionally, the shit not even appreciated. You feel me? You can
My bad. I went on the rant and y'all ain't hear it.
ask a lot of niggas like, I done had it happen. Shit, now that I got a couple dollars under my belt.
I don't know what y'all heard or not. Did y'all go on my rant about, I don't know what rant y'all heard, but fuck it. Let me just do a quick review of what I was talking about. First, he said something about getting a bitch hair and nails. I'm not getting a bitch hair and nails done. Fucking period. It's about what she could bring to my table. A woman got to come to your table with something, bro. It's not just about coming with pussy. Okay, cool, pussy. I fucked it a few times and now I'm over it. How can you enhance my life? What can you bring to this group that we talking about building, this legacy we talking about building? Like what, you know what I mean? You can't sit at my table if you're not bringing nothing to it. Pussy, I don't even count that. That's a mutual benefit. That ain't bringing nothing to the family table. I'm not getting the bitch hair and nails done. Is it your birthday? Have we been together for a couple years? What's going on? But no, in the dating phase, no, you can't get nothing from me. Prove to me you're a good woman. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness. Dudes want to feel like the man. Did y'all hear my being the man rant? Well, I'm just going to go on another one real quick. Dudes get too caught up in trying to be the man. That's why they be leading with money, because they want a bitch to see him as the man. Your wisdom, your character, your swag, your style, how you talk, that should make her see you as the man, not what you bought her. If she getting too caught up in what you can buy her, she don't like you like that. Simple and plain. Because when it comes to the niggas she really like, them motherfuckers could sleep on the floor at their mama house and she gonna go fuck with him because she like his style, she like his height, she like his looks, she like how good he deer down. You know what I mean? When they really like a nigga, she don't care about all that other stuff. The more stipulations she put on you for being able to fuck with her, the more she don't like you. If a bitch really like you, you don't gotta buy the bitch a Chipotle bowl. You could not get her something for her birthday and she still gonna fuck with you. She might, you ain't give me nothing for my birthday. Yeah, I know. Oh, well, I forgot. And she's still going to call you the next day when she really fuck with you. These women don't really fuck with most of these dudes like that. You know what I'm saying? When a bitch really fuck with you, she going to work 3 jobs and pay your bills. She going to spend money on you. She might spend money on you before you spend money on her. When a bitch really like you, women don't really like most men, but they'll use most men. I'm not fucking with a bitch who don't like me for me. I'm not fucking with a bitch who wouldn't buy me something. I ain't fucking with a bitch who would stop fucking with me because I told her she got to pay for the second date. I paid for the first one. You got to pay for the second one. If a bitch really like you, she'll do it. Every woman on the earth will pay for the second date for a dude she really like. If it was a deal breaker for her, she wasn't really fucking with you like that in the first place. Excuse my language, I'm cussing too much. I'm more articulate and intelligent than this, but oh well, I'm just going raw dog right now.
Yo, nigga, that shit is not appreciated. It's expected. You feel me? I don't get commended for being a nigga who got my shit together. You dig me? So it's like regular niggas for the most part are afraid. I can empathize with that. Especially now being a dude of status. Seeing the way some of these women talk, all that princess treatment, soft life, I want to be taken care of, I need a nigga to put me up. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, big baby. I done good not to have no kids. I don't want a dependent now.
Right.
Well, yeah, I mean, no, I'm not getting a dependent. You grown, like, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. And some of these chicks be having full-time jobs and like, well, my man pay all the bills. I just use my money for what I want. That's crazy to me, man. Like, even if I made whatever, 500,000 and you make 50,000, shit, we invest in, at least 25, 30,000 in your 50,000. If you make that after tax, your money ain't just your money. What kind of selfish shit is that? And then these dudes who be having these type of setups be like shocked when their woman cheat or leave them or don't really love them. Like, of course not. Look at the the setup you gave her. This sweet ass setup. That's why she with you. A bitch gotta pay. Okay, when I say pay, I ain't even talk about money. A bitch gotta pay to be with me. and that probably come across wrong if somebody snipped it, but she gotta pay with something. Blood, sweat, tears, sacrifice. A bitch gotta pay to be with me. It ain't free to be with me. Sorry. So if she come to the door talking about what can I pay for her? Oh no, I'm done. I'm cool on you. You got the wrong mentality. Now, when I start fucking with you, it's a little different. Like, yeah, I'm supposed to give my life for you. So yeah, you gotta pay for me. Cause if you down with me and I say you down with me, I'm gonna take a bullet for you. So yeah, you gotta try to do your best to try to match that. I gotta die for you. So yeah, you gotta come with everything you could possibly come with, bitch, to match that. Cause nothing ever will match it. Nothing a woman can do will match the fact that you're gonna jump in front of a bullet for the bitch. Now, I'm not saying, a dude could just sit on the couch and not bring any other value to the relationship, but he'll die for her if somebody break in, so she got to do everything that. I ain't talking about that, but you know what I mean. I'm going to be a man in this house. I'm going to lead. I'm going to guide. I'm going to carry heavy shit. I'm going to try to fix shit if I can, and I can't fix a lot of shit, y'all. But if I can't fix it, I'm going to try to figure out a way to get somebody who can fix it. I'm going to be the man of the house. I'm going to look out spiritually, mentally, emotionally for the family, the kids. I'm going to do what I got to do as a man. And I'm going to be willing to die for you. You got to pay for that. That's worth something. Society keep telling us that a woman is the prize, the woman is the value. She's doing you the favor by being with you. No, the fuck she ain't. And that's what my channel about. Dispelling that myth. If I had to pick one thing that my channel is about, it's about dispelling the myth that the woman is the prize and a man should be feel privileged to be standing next to a bitch. And it's the opposite. A bitch should be privileged to be standing next to a stand-up dude. Not any old dude. And I don't think most dudes are stand-up dudes. But if she with one of them ones, she should feel privileged. And being one of them ones as a guy don't got shit to do with how much money you got. Or social status. Fuck social status. My manhood ain't based on social status. Everybody in the world could think RB Sensei is a fucking lame and it don't bother me at all. Because I don't respect 80% of people, period, anyway. Because I don't think most people are really solid like that anyway. So why the fuck would I give a damn if 80%ers think I'm a lame? I'm trying to do everything in my power to be a 20%er. When you actually built on substance, the superficial, shallow social status shit means nothing to you. That shit don't faze me because I'm actually built on something of substance. Like, I'm going on a rant, man.
Do you know what this economy finna look like for some folk? Fuck is you talking about? And what you doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that's all women, but again, like, I think a lot of these dudes, because you can't be a man and be scared.
Right.
Rather put on this machismo and shit on women.
Well, no, I'm not trying to shit on women. They need to get some fucking act right. And I'm here to educate men to see through all this bullshit because the world will have you believe in the opposite, man. The world have people believing or have us men believing we all wrong and we just need to step up and women could just do whatever they want. Men just need to keep stepping up. No, These bitches need to act right too. I agree. I encourage men to be stand-up dudes, but women got to be stand-up women. If they not, they don't deserve shit but a nut in the face and a kick in the ass. If they're not going to be respectable women. I'm not just shitting on them for the sake of shitting on them. I want women to be good women. I'm tired of dealing with these punk bitches. I want them to be better for my mental health. I'm not just shitting on them so I can feel like a tough guy.
Instead of saying I'm scared to get used, I don't have a lot. I've worked hard for the little bit that I do have. Instead of saying that I'm afraid to be taken advantage of again, I'm afraid to open up to the wrong woman again because I haven't quite found, or I haven't quite got my rubric together to find a woman that I can open up to safely. I haven't quite got my articulation down to where when I do open up, it's not just word vomit and she feel like maybe some of it is about her. I haven't got that down and I'm scared.
Yeah, this is bullshit, man. Like, I mean, maybe that's true for some guys, but he's summing it up to men just talking shit because they hurt and they haven't found the right woman yet, you know, and they bitter. And no, it ain't about that. It's the truth, man. The shit I say on my channel is just true about, in my opinion, the majority of women. If not, pretty much all women. Like, because here's the thing. Some of the shit I say, a good woman may display some of those characteristics, but it isn't as bad. It's still there, but it isn't anywhere near as bad. It's manageable. I mean, we all flawed. A woman could do a channel talking about all the bullshit men be on. Men be on a lot of bullshit. I'd listen to that channel. I'd fucking subscribe to it. If she was funny and it was entertaining, I'd subscribe to it. I'm not saying women should be flawless. We're never going to be flawless. But they just absolutely ridiculous now. Like, absurdly ridiculous. So this whole sum up that he doing of, you know, men in the red pill space just mad because they scared to get taken advantage of. They scared to open up. No, it's the fucking truth. We just spitting the truth.
Right. Because this ain't the game that I'm used to. And shit, I can attest to that, nigga. These definitely not the women I ain't saying they better or worse, nigga, but these is not the women that who number I was putting on my hand back in the day.
Correct.
So it's some new shit going on. And I get why niggas is afraid, bro, but I much rather us start to be honest about that than continue to shit on black women.
Yeah, that social status shit come and go. Yeah, it's here today, gone tomorrow. They deemed you the shit for one reason, and the next day they deemed you a lame because the shoe brand you wore. I mean, yeah, it come and go. That's why I don't value that shit, man. I don't value that shit. That's why I don't hang out with guys. Like the whole, like, yeah, male spaces get weird, man. That's just me. Not this male space, I don't know. But I don't know how any of you motherfuckers would be if we was around each other, you know, face to face. But male spaces get a little weird, man. The machismo, the posturing, the trying to play tough, it get weird for me. Like, it gets super weird for me. But I don't want to get into that right now. But yeah, let's go to the next clip. I got one more clip of him. It's only 5 minutes. Send your donations in. Cash App, super sticker, super chat. Cash App link pinned at the top. Streamlabs, you can pay with PayPal if you go through Streamlabs. That's in the description, and I think it's somewhere in the chat that I posted. Yeah, let's get it.
Bro, I've been a bitter nigga before. It happens to the best of us. Until you admit that, ain't no moving forward.
I think this would inspire me to reach out was when you were on tonight's conversation podcast and you just it's like a machine gun went off. You have your moments, it's like bah, 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 bah. And you would just say, yo, like, how y'all women keep getting finessed by these brothers? Like,
I was salty as bruh.
Cause I be hearing the way y'all talk about us, ladies. I do. Y'all say we not smart, y'all say we not smooth. So how do these that's not smart, not smooth, not keep finessing you?
When
they're not finessing. Like, the woman who just screamed out, they ain't shit. Do you think she shit? The type of women who are worthwhile, do you think they go to events like this and scream out, those niggas ain't shit? I mean, the irony of that, ma'am, you ain't shit. I could tell just from that outburst that you ain't shit. So you belong with the niggas who ain't shit, because you ain't shit. decent men wouldn't be with a woman who would go to a public event and scream out, "Niggas ain't shit." But they too dumb to get it. Like, and women like that, they love toxic men. Nothing makes their pee drip more than a toxic motherfucker who gonna gaslight them, maybe beat them, like who a thug. Like, I don't want to hear you right. They ain't shit and you ain't shit. Y'all a match made in hell. Women ain't gonna touch on that aspect of it.
On these tours, we get a lot of the same, not just questions, but dispositions.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the dispositions towards men are the same. Where y'all not, like I was saying in the video, oh, niggas ain't, you know, you ask, like, it'll be a comical question like, oh yeah, but the men in Atlanta don't cheat, right? There's some good men in Atlanta. They are, these niggas,
Right.
And it's like, bro, okay. All right, bro, cool. Let's entertain that, because that's one of the things I like to do.
Right.
Let's entertain your narrative.
Right.
Let's say you're right. Let's jump inside that motherfucker. Let's jump right inside your story. And if that's the case, if your story rings true, that all of the niggas in Atlanta or wherever we at the time ain't, how you get here? Cause you knew, you acknowledging, you saying out your mouth, these niggas done. Niggas broke.
Hey, shout out to Steve M. Everybody shout out Steve M., our newest moderator. He done been blowing up my donations, man. I think he earned it. You earned that rich, Steve M. Shout out to Steve M., man. Matter of fact, let's just give him a little celebration, man. Steve M., man. Everybody give him a round of applause, man. Big donator, man. Probably biggest donator. Well, I don't know. I ain't added it up, but yeah, he a big donator.
Thank you for being there, man. Charles. I run shit. You just live here.
More power to him.
You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here, because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here. You got it?
Right on, brother. I hear you. Man, I hear you.
My man. City boy, city boy.
My nigga.
All right, let's get back into it.
All right, if you know better, because that's what you telling me when you saying that all of these niggas, you telling me you know better.
Right.
How did you get played this last time then? Or is that the time that you knew better? Or was it the time before that you knew better and was gonna do better? Because if you know better and you not doing better, if you know better and you still getting finessed, that low-key make you worse than the ones who don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, a lot of men don't get it, man. These bitches love bad men. These women would be disgusted if a good dude came around. She would call him corny and lame and square. These bitches deserve to keep being mistreated by the terrible men they're in love with. They love Satan, man. Women love Satan, man. Look, I don't know. How do I put this, man? When women are under the God of a righteous man or a man who love her, even an unrighteous man who love her and want the best for her, she's going to side with Satan. The overwhelming majority of women are going to just naturally side with Satan. It's that simple, and that's why since the beginning of human history, men controlled women for their better good. It wasn't because men were just so evil. They knew if these bitches were left to their own devices, nothing good would come for their lives. They would destroy their own lives, and those men in the past were right. You're right. Once Satan get a hold of these women, there's usually no turning back. Yeah, but a lot of guys think, well, she just keep making her own decisions. If she just gets some therapy and she just do better, she can have a good life. Ain't no doing better. She's fucking done. She's done for the rest of her life, unfortunately. She's damaged goods, broken for life. Honestly, the best thing she could do is just not date and just focus on something else and try to be better in other areas. She's not going to be anything righteous or positive for any decent man for the rest of her life. She need to just stop dating and stop making babies. At least stop making babies. You want to keep messing with Pookie and Tyrone and Shotgun Suge? At least don't produce life out of that. Can you do us that favor? Hey, if I was the dictator of America, it turned into a dictatorship, everybody wouldn't be able to just have kids. Sorry.
That damn near make you worse than the niggas who are playing you. So it can't be that. It can't be that. You need to be realistic about your situation. You need to be realistic about what happened to you. You up here talking about all these niggas this and these niggas that. I bark the same energy towards these dudes. Fuck is you talking about all women what, bruh? When I was talking like that, bro, I was such a bitter nigga.
Well, I never say all. I don't. Well, I try to go out of my way to never say all. But generalizations are true. That's why they exist. They don't have to be all for the generalization to be true. But yeah, I don't say all. Here we go with the not all police type shit.
Had hoes too, bro. I was with the hoes and I was hating on the hoes. Do you know how bitter you gotta be?
No, I'm not hating. Like, I'm just calling out wrong. It ain't hating. You bitches out of pocket. Like, me having hoes or not is completely irrelevant to the truth. Wrong is wrong, regardless of if I got hoes or not. Hating on the hoes. So, okay, if we hating by calling out things that are just clearly evil and wrong, what are women doing when they bashing men all day long on the internet? Is that not hating? Let me guess, that's just them keeping it real, right?
To be up here, this is why I be having problems with some of you niggas, man. Like, not personally, but let me say that I got a problem with some of y'all niggas' beliefs. You feel me? I ain't got a problem with you, like, as a black man in support. But like your belief system, like, you up here going after the hoes. Some of y'all.
Why you calling the sisters hoes then? Let's get deep. Let's get on some righteous shit. I call them hoes because they hoes. But I don't think you would, if somebody challenged you on why you calling these women hoes, I don't think you have that deeper understanding. You just referring to women as hoes. I got hoes, bro. Like, when I call a hoe, when I call a bitch a hoe, wait, hold on. When I call a female a hoe, it's because she's showing me that she a hoe. So I'm calling her what she is. When I call a woman a bitch, I'm talking about a bitch. I don't call a sweet, soft, demure, loving woman a bitch because she's not a bitch. So that's why I can be justified in referring to a bitch as a bitch. Like, can't nobody say they're on a moral high ground. Or I guess they could say, well, you don't got to word it like that. Even if she is acting like a bitch, you don't have to say it like that. Okay, cool. You could be on the moral ground, high ground like that. But you can't be on the moral high ground that I'm wrong for calling something what it is. Like, you know what I mean? So even if I don't call her a bitch and I just call her a stickler, whatever you want me to call her, you know, I'm not wrong for calling something what it is. But there are certain men who just refer to women as bitches. Like, it don't matter if she's a good woman, a bad woman, she's female, so he's just going to refer to her as a bitch. I'm not one of those guys. Are you, Mr. Beardman?
Because everybody ain't got access, like, and I want to acknowledge that too. But like, you up here.
No, everybody ain't got access to hoes like that, so I want to acknowledge that. See, this is a man who needs to be validated by a bitch. Like, even if I don't, I'm going to say it again, even if I don't have access to the hoes, the truth is still the truth. Logic is still logic. Right is still right, wrong is still wrong, good is still good, evil is still evil, regardless of who have access to the hoes. That's another status symbol thing. You don't get no hoes, man. So, what that mean? I'm invalid as a human now because I don't get no hoes? Them bitches ain't that important to validate me as a human. So you validated because you pull the hoes? Fuck out of here.
Here, go after the hoes, be f***ing with them. You know what I'm saying? DMing them under the pictures, all that. But at the same time, you devalue them and say that oh yeah, she'll never be my wife though, or she'll never. First of all, nigga, can you bag her?
But why would I want to?
Can we be can we be real? Can you bag her?
Well, why would I want to bag her?
Do you be in them spaces? Do you be in them rooms, bro? Can you bag? Because if you can't bag, then it don't matter who she because you'll never be amongst the number.
I don't want to be one of those guys. I don't want to get an STD. I don't want her demons to get on me. That's not a fucking status symbol. Like, I don't be in these bitches' comments. I mean, I make videos, but I agree. I don't be in these bitches' comments trying to shame them.
Two, outside of her, do you get hoes for real?
It don't matter. This is irrelevant to this conversation.
Why you worrying about everybody else body count and who doing what? Do you even get the hoes? Now this one of them, you know, one of them follow the number and it lead to different options. If you answer yes, my nigga, that you get the hoes, then you need to shut your mouth up talking about the hoes because you're amongst them, my nigga.
No, I will agree with that. I will agree with that. I can't shame a bitch. Oh wait, I can't shame a hoe for being a hoe if I'm around here rolling around with the hoes being a hoe. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like it, there is some hypocrisy in that. Like if I'm running around like fucking, 50 women a month, but then I'm also shitting on them. Like, yo, these hoes, man, they out here fucking all these dudes. Well, I'm one of the degenerates out here fucking the hoes recklessly. So could I really, if I was just out here fucking random women, fucking these disgusting, ratchet ghetto hoes, could I really like shame them that much if I'm rolling around with them, trying to holler at them, texting back and forth with them, having them in my car all the time, getting into crazy endeavors with them? Could I really shame them that much if I'm on the same bullshit that they on? I don't know, man. I mean, I shame women for comical and educational reasons, but if I could have a real conversation with these women that I talk about on my channel, if I could really sit with them, I would really try to help them. Like, they don't give a damn what I think. But if they genuinely ask me, like, RB Sensei, can you help me? What do you think I should do? Like, I heard your channel. Like, things ain't going right for me. I would genuinely try to help them. Like, I don't hate these women. I don't agree with how they're living their life, but I don't hate them.
You're amongst them, bro. We got to stop that. Oh, yeah, bro, it's different for men and women. No, bro. No, it's not.
Well, it is. It is different, though, bro. It is, though. It is different. In many ways, it's different. But I get the logic, though. I get the logic.
I understand why you think that way. I absolutely understand the set of beliefs that you're subscribing to that make you feel that way. But if you're not practicing something, fam, you not being realistic about what you expecting from somebody else. If you said no and you don't get the hoes, why you worried about the hoes?
Well, we worried about society and how they're negatively affecting society in ways that actually affect us. Single mother households are horrible, and they produce drug addicts and gangbangers and criminals and degenerates. And that affects my life. Motherfucker might break into my house, try to kill me and rob me. It's relative to our lives. I mean, it's relevant to our lives, all of us. It ain't live and let live. If these bitches just running amok and destroying society, it's relevant to all men, even men who don't get no pussy.
Why you worried about the hoes, bro? And this ain't me encouraging women to do or not do or whatever, like, but it's like, bruh, what do we really be talking about? I know you see them, bro, like in some of the comments on these videos, bitter as fuck.
I'm not.
I just feel like they're not getting any.
And that's what I'm saying, like, bro.
I just feel like they ain't getting any. That's the end all be all of life, huh? That's such a stupid argument. Guys are saying X, Y, and Z about women. It's only because they ain't getting any. Your mama black, your mama a woman. A low IQ ass argument. Women are aborting this many babies and getting this many STDs, but your mama a woman. What the fuck that got to do with what I just said? Women going around having sex with all these different dudes and setting dudes up to being robbed. Nigga, you ain't getting no pussy. What the fuck that got to do with what I just said?
Right, it be niggas in my comments who will pick arguments with every single woman, bruh. Every single woman, especially if I'm like sticking up for women in the video. Oh, y'all women don't want y'all 304s. That's the, cause you can't say ho in some of the comments. Like y'all 304s, you remember the calculator?
Yeah.
Y'all 304s, y'all don't this, that, and the third. Cuzzy. Just admit that you bitter, bro. Yeah, just admit that you bitter. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I has to say that.
I mean, some niggas do be sounding hurt in the comments. I don't really be in the comment section like that. And in the times where I did jump in the comment section, I just be asking genuine questions. I don't even try to be combative. I just be like, well, if that worked like this, well, won't this work like that? Or why did she think to do this? Wouldn't this have made more sense? And just be curious what these goofy bitches gonna say. I usually know what they gonna say. And it usually turns into them shaming me or saying I don't get pussy or the same shit or your mama a woman or who hurt you. Because they don't got no argument and they know I'm right. So they just got to turn to, shame and guilt and insults and the need to be right. Because they don't have an argument because I'm right.
on a podcast one time, like, bro, I've been
Hey,
a bitter
but I'm
nigga
open
before.
to be wrong. I'm open to be wrong, though. I want to get proved wrong. Please prove me wrong. Sometimes I get pushed back in the comment sections. Please prove me wrong, and I'll admit I'm wrong because I want to be right. See, intelligent people are looking to be proved wrong in a sense because we want to be spewing the right thing. I want to know the right thing. You know, intelligent people are always looking for knowledge and looking to be corrected on something we wrong about because we actually care about the truth and care about true knowledge. So if something I'm spitting is way off, I want, please, y'all tell me, somebody tell me.
It happens to the best of us. Until you admit that, ain't no moving forward. You up here, some of y'all got a lady and you still a bitter ass nigga, bruh. Why are you worried about the hoes you got an old lady?
All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this teaser.
Okay, well, I hear you, brother. I hear you. Hey, I wanted to go over I wanted to go over a couple more things, but I gotta take a leak. I gotta take a whiz. I gotta drain the lizard. But let me pull up this video I wanna go over real quick. Oh. I hope I don't get took down. But let's see. Yeah, here we go. I'll be right back.
Go ask my house to get ugly. I could do like ice at the sunny. Think I'm liking that nigga a dummy.
All right, chat. Today starts it all. It's currently week 1 of college football. It's 5:30 in the morning, and we have a 13.5-hour drive to Gainesville, Florida. For those of you who were here for season 1, you know it was full of exciting memories and thrilling moments. For season 2, we have a lot planned, including going to some of the biggest games.
So this dude was trolling by going to the opposing team's rally or something with the, you know, with their rivals' gear on. So basically, for example, he would go to a Steelers rally with Browns gear on. So he's doing this for views, and you could think whatever you want to think about that. But I want to show how stupid fucking people are. That's what I want to show with this video. So I'm going to go take a leak. I want to show how stupid diehard sports fans are. Not all of them, but as a whole, I would say those are some of the dumbest motherfuckers in America. The diehard super sports fans who will punch a motherfucker in the face because somebody got some other gear on from an opposing team. You're a fucking idiot. If any of y'all watching, I don't give a fuck if it's one of y'all with a wrench. If you would punch somebody in the face because they got on a team you don't like and that's your rival or your favorite team, you're a fucking idiot. If you would scream an insult to a motherfucker who got a Browns jersey on and you a Steelers fan, you're a fucking idiot. I mean, not playing around like, oh yeah, Browns, oh, get the fuck out of here, like a joking way. But no, like serious, like veins popping out of your neck. Fuck you, motherfucker, get the fuck out of here. Over sports, fuck you. I'm just gonna say that right now. but I'm gonna play this while I take a leak.
Daddy's money right here.
His parents are poor.
I live in a $20 million home. Daddy's money. My parents make $100 million a year.
What's your biggest boat?
150 foot yacht.
That's it?
150 foot yacht.
How many decks? How many decks?
200
How many decks? That's it? Your dad's a brokey.
We're some Florida jits. We don't want some New York guys in poor ass kid right here. I'll buy you and sell you.
You won't do shit.
The Canes. Hey, the Canes.
Let me tell you some real bro. I'm from Miami.
Is he trying to kiss me?
Watch your mouth.
Are you trying to kiss me?
Hey, mouth. Watch your mouth when you talk to her.
Are you trying to kiss me?
You talking real like me? You talking real like me?
Say the N-word?
You talking real like
Did he just say the N-word?
Hey, whoa. You're a Gator. You're a Canes fan. Hey, fuck the Canes. Canes fan.
Go home. This guy. I bet that's for real. Boom. Hey, that's how it goes.
Shout out Happy Down RT if you want to drink like me.
Yeah.
Canes, bro.
Yeah. Let's go,
Gators.
Gainesville.
Hey,
yeah. You. I bet you that. Let's go, Gators. Miami. Let's go. If this guy wasn't a I'd beat his ass. Yeah.
You wouldn't do
But I won't. You won't beat his ass. Beat your ass. You're lucky.
I don't think you would.
You're lucky that I want to touch you.
Beat his ass right now.
Go the up. Look at you with that on.
What'd you say down there?
You.
I couldn't hear
You, yeah.
Hey, stand on your tiptoes and say it.
You know I will.
Hey,
you know I will.
Yeah, stand on
What
your
now?
tiptoes.
What now?
I can't hear you.
F this guy.
I can't hear you down there. What?
You can't hear me. I can hear your
Yeah, I know, because I'm talking
Grow
down
up.
to you. What?
Grow up, bitch.
How's the weather down there?
Grow up. Too good. Too good.
Hey,
G-Ville, bitch.
chew on a
Go Gators.
chew on a piece
Go
of gum.
Gators.
Your breath stinks.
Let's
Breath
go.
fucking stinks.
Your breath stinks, bitch.
Well, then why? You're the one getting close.
You.
Hey, them. Calm down, little bro. All right, chat, it is currently 3:30 p.m. That is the start time of the game. Today, we're not going in the game, so Scott and I are gonna go get some drinks, some food, just re-nourish and wait for after the game. Today, I do have money on the Miami Hurricanes in a 3-leg parlay. If it smacks, I'm giving you guys some money today. So everyone right now, spam in chat. Let's go Hurricanes. If it hits, I'm paying someone. But yeah, we're gonna go get some food, get some drinks. The game is not over. They're leaving because they're getting blown out. So we're still out here. When I say I mean it, I mean it. Go sign up for DraftKings, use the code. It is very, very expensive to do these videos and travel. We need your help. Sign up. They look into how many signups we're getting, all that stuff, and we really need that deal. So go sign up. All it takes is $5. If you don't have $5, hit me up. I'll give you the $5. But the Canes are about to win.
Anyway, y'all get the point. But I don't think this was the video I wanted to. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
All right, chat.
Let me see. I thought that was the one. I could have sworn that was the one. Hold on, real quick. Whatever, y'all get the point, man. People were slapping them like some dude spit on them. Like, that shit is fucking disgusting to me, man. Over a fucking sports team. I mean, granted, these people are drunk, but that's no excuse. The videos like that just piss me off and show me how disgusting probably most of humanity really is. But one of the things I wanted to touch on about this video, even though these scenes probably didn't show up in the one I just played, you know, motherfuckers really pick and choose who they act tough with. Even people who actually are tough badasses, even they pick and choose who they fuck with. I'm gonna give you an example. You know, in male spaces, that whole, you know, who's a badass, who'll kick whose ass, it's a really big thing in male spaces. Or with men, testosterone, yeah, misguided testosterone or whatever. But what I find funny is even niggas who actually can fight and who are extremely dangerous pick and choose who they fuck with. That's one thing. The toughest gangsters, the scariest serial killers, you know, they still pick and choose who they fuck with, when they fuck with them, circumstances. Like, but these dudes be wanting you. I'm just a badass motherfucker. I'll do anything to anybody whenever I feel like. If somebody look at me wrong, I don't care who it is. How many people you got with me? How many people you got with me or with you? I'm just wild like that. I don't give a fuck. I'm a beast. It don't matter who it is. That's what these dudes. That's what most of these dudes playing tough want you to believe. But it's not the fucking case. Because even niggas who really bout that, they pick and choose. Now, I'm gonna give you an example. Suge Knight in the 90s was bullying motherfuckers, straight up. But even in the 90s when Suge Knight was in his prime and he had the Mob Piru niggas with him or whatever, it was certain niggas he ain't try to bully because he knew motherfuckers was going to die behind that. It was certain niggas he knew I can't come at these niggas like that because it's going to be a fucking gang shootout later or now. Or it was certain niggas that was connected to certain organizations that he knew I can't pull that on these niggas. It's gonna be casualties if I try to pull this tough guy shit with these niggas. You know? Like, don't get me wrong, it's certain motherfuckers who just don't care. They'll go against 10 people at once. They'll go against, you know, a 6'5", 300-pound dude. They'll fucking punch Mike Tyson in the face and not care. There are some dudes who just don't give a fuck. But those dudes are basically half retarded anyway. So I don't know if that's something to aspire to be. But my point is, all these niggas talking tough, even the ones who really are tough, they pick and choose their battles. You ever notice, like, the 6'5", you know, 320-pound guy never really get picked on? Motherfucker, you ever notice, like, the person who get picked on in social situation is never, like, the tall, muscular dude? That's not a coincidence. That's not a fucking coincidence. Because all these niggas acting tough, most of these dudes are fucking punks for one reason or another. If he's not a punk because he can't fight and he's soft, even if he can fight and he tough, niggas pick and choose their battles, and that's what make him a fucking punk. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I don't respect the tough guy shit, man. And maybe that's the sum up of everything that I'm saying. Whether you actually are tough or not, being tough isn't a personality type. So I don't respect any nigga walking around trying to push that narrative that he's just a badass, I'm tough, what you looking at. All those dudes is clowns and suckers to me. All of them. The ones who can really back it up and the ones who can't, they're all suckers to me. Say it again. Being tough isn't a personality type. You're a fucking lame. I don't care how much of a dangerous killer you are, or who you could knock out, or if you can knock me out. I don't care. You're a fucking lame, sir. But anyway. Let me take my blood pressure medicine and get to the next video.
Always me, because as long as it's somebody else's fault, then, you know, what can they do? Like, I was defenseless. It wasn't my fault. But if we sit down and you start to backtrack and analyze some of the things that you did to attract that person and make changes, now you're on the road to getting something better. So I disagree. If you can name the flaws of the person you dated, you should be able to name your own flaws. All right, Alexis, I got to see your room. We got a lot of y'all cute tonight. Show me the room, Alexis. Show me the other side. I think you in a car, but you do got good light. You got great light in this car.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi.
You got a flashlight or something?
Yes, I do.
I want to say, you is the best light I ever seen in a car, girl. Is your name Alexis?
Yes.
Okay. Alexis, where you calling us from?
Washington, D.C.
D.C. I had so much fun in D.C., child.
Okay. So, she looks older. I'm not saying it as a diss. We're just doing our VA vets visual analysis. She look a little older. So, what are we giving her face card, guys? It seemed like a lot of makeup, but let me know in the chat. What are we giving her face card? 1 to 5. 1 to 5 in the chat. 1 to 5 in the chat. So yeah, definitely too much makeup. The hair is fine. I'll give her a 2. Is she driving? These chicks is desperate.
How old are you, Alexis?
28.
Oh, that's a lie. That's a damn lie. Okay. Let me see the number. Okay, 2, 1.5, 2. Okay. How old do you think she is? She just said like 28. I don't believe her at all. Not even a little bit. Not even a tiny, minuscule bit. So I'm going to say this woman is at least 38. So let me know how old you think this woman is. I'm saying 38. She says she's 28. That's not even... Why would you say that, ma'am? Nobody believes you, ma'am. Jesus Christ.
What you do for a living?
I have 3 jobs. My main job is I'm a cloud professional.
A
I
what?
also a cloud professional, so I'm in tech.
Okay.
I also work as a waitress, and I also own my own apartment building, so I own multiple Airbnbs.
Oh, God. Let's do the point system real quick. Too much makeup. I'll take off 1 point for that. You know, I'll take off 1 point for that. And what did I say? I said if a woman try to say she got more than one job off top, I'm taking off 5 points for that. Because even if you do got a little side hustle or whatever, just say your main job and leave it at that. They trying to sound special and important and bossed up. It don't sound bossed up, ma'am, if you got a waitress too. You know, you own Airbnbs, they must not be doing that good if you got to wait tables. And I'm not dissing, I'm not mad at her for waiting tables or doing whatever she got to do to make ends meet. But don't come on here and try to sound like some big boss. So we just starting out with -6 points. Oh, God. And no, lying about your age, another 5 points off. You're not 28 years old, damn near, I'm positive. So, where are we at? We at -6. Whoa, wait. Negative, what are we at? We at -11 points. I'm looking at this Ashanti video, and like these niggas standing here trying to look tough, and they just look like dorks now. Like, okay, what video is this? Is this, maybe y'all can pull it up. Is this the, hold Hold on, let me see if I can rewind it real quick. See what video. It's the it's Ashanti Happy. If anybody has access to their TV right now, pull up the Ashanti Happy video, just so you can know what I'm talking about. Ashanti Happy music video, and look at the last. I think it's like the last 5 to 10 seconds, and look how goofy these niggas look. Okay, it's a light skinned dude named Irv Gotti. You'll know the light skinned dude I'm talking about. Look how like hard he's trying to look tough at the end of that video, and you're gonna laugh out loud. But let's continue. She's at negative 11 points right now.
You own and what else you say? You own Wendy's too?
I own my own apartment building.
Kendra, did you just say she owned Wendy's? You like, you own Wendy's too? You a Wendy's owner? Hey, oh man, Kendra is a fool. I don't know if she's trying to do it on purpose. Look at Kendra's face. Like, wait, you own Wendy's? I gotta rewind that part, y'all. Oh God.
So much fun in DC, child. How old are you, Alexis?
28.
Lies.
28. What you do for a living?
I have 3 jobs. My main job is I'm a cloud professional.
A
I
what?
also a cloud professional, so I'm in tech.
Okay.
I also work as a waitress, and I also own my own apartment building, so I own multiple Airbnbs.
You own and what else you say? You own Wendy's too?
I own my own apartment building.
Okay. And you waitress. So 3 jobs. You work in tech. You say you do cloud what?
I'm a cloud engineer.
Engineer.
What the hell is a cloud? So you work at a call center for a tech company? Like, she trying to make it sound fancy. I'm a cloud engineer. You do customer service for fucking Apple or something. Like, can you just stop, ma'am? Just be a regular person. Like, this isn't gaining you points with men. See, this is where they get confused too. Shit that's supposed to gain them points with their girlfriends, they don't realize they don't gain them points with men. You saying you got 3 jobs and own an apartment building, that does nothing to get a man's dick hard. And nothing to get his mind thinking this might be wife material. I mean, see, here's the thing too. If this woman was married and said, I'm working 3 jobs and we own our own, because when you married, it ain't me, it's we. But these women are so selfish, they can't even think like that. But if she came on here for another reason, this wasn't a dating show, and she was like, you know, I work as a waitress, I'm a cloud service whatever manager, and me and my husband own 3 buildings or whatever. Now that sound cool. You married, you get into the money, you and your husband own some buildings, that shit sound cool. But when you just a single woman desperate for a man on Kendra G trying to sound bossier than you are, like a big boss by yourself, that don't sound cool to a man. Never mind.
Okay. Alexis DC 28. You have any kids?
Nope.
No kids. What's your zodiac sign?
Capricorn.
Capricorn. You ever been married?
Nope.
Okay, never married. Let's do it. We got Alexis DC 28. No kids. She has 3 jobs. Cloud engineer. She's a waitress. Also owns her own apartment building. What kind of man you looking for? She's a Capricorn too. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
It looked like she got a nice car. Maybe one of them buildings is. I don't know. I don't know what to believe, man, with these women. I don't know might not even be her car. I don't know. She might be in another nigga nice car looking for a nigga on Kendra G, knowing these women. But it's just, I'll say it again, man. So let's just say she 28. 28, never married, no kids. That's just a bad spot to be in as a woman. Something has went terribly wrong for at least a decade at that point, as far as your romantic life. I don't know.
I want a man that's a provider. I want a traditional man in a sense. So I want a man that...
No, I'm sorry if I keep stopping it, but no. I just talked about this earlier. You're 28 years old with 3 jobs, own my own building. You're not get provided for material. That's for 18 to 23-year-old women who are looking to push out 3 babies, homeschool, cook, and clean. You did all that to sound like a big boss just to say, I want a traditional provider. Nothing about you is traditional, though. That's the problem that y'all not getting. Nothing about you is traditional. You think you about to own a building and 3 Airbnbs and I pay all the bills? Get the fuck out of here. Cause you can give me some old used up pussy that the whole hood and already ran through in your 3 Airbnbs. That's a bad deal for a traditional provider. It really is.
That pays the bills. I want a man that leads the household. If we're moving. I just want a man's man. I also want somebody who likes to travel. I travel a lot, maybe 10 international countries a year.
This one is gonna be good, guys. This one is gonna be good. So if we doing a point system still, she was at -11. So what dumb shit has she said since then? What dumb shit has she said since then? If a woman say provider after 25, I'm taking off 5 points for that. So we had -16. If she say something about traveling all the time, I'm taking off another 5 points. So she had -21. So okay, with the points game, if she make it over, how can I put this? If she make it over 20, I gotta come up with a system, y'all. I might write it out. I might write it out on a piece of paper here, and when we do these point systems, I'm gonna assign points to certain things. You know what I mean? And if a woman make it past 25, she eliminated. And I don't know if we'll ever get a woman who doesn't make it to 25. So this woman at 21. I think that's where I left off. But she traveled to 10 international countries a year. I don't even know if that's true, but if it is, look, these women don't know who men are based on what they're saying. If they think any of this sounds appealing to a traditional man, they're completely retarded when it comes to what a traditional man is looking for. He ain't looking for a bitch who traveled to 10 different countries a year. That don't even make sense. That don't make sense. At least say shit that makes sense. Like that's the part that just bothered me, man. I mean, say shit that's evil, but at least say shit that's evil that makes logical sense. A provider man who could provide the type of lifestyle that I'm sure she wants to live, he don't got time to travel to 10 different international countries for pleasure. I mean, he might travel there for business, but it's not to hang out with your goofy ass. This is frustrating, but they all say the same stuff. I mean, men are similar too, but like we don't get all on the internet and just act goofy and embarrass ourselves. I guess that's the difference. This is just so frustrating, man.
You don't have to travel as much, but just have an interest in traveling. I also want a man that's extremely honest. I mean, I feel like some people tell little white lies because they don't want to hurt your feelings or whatever the case may be. I'm very blunt, and I think I would want that kind of partner in return, someone who can be as transparent with me as I am with them.
AKA I'm a fucking sarcastic, loudmouth bitch. And I gotta say everything that pop up in my dingbat brain. Men don't want blunt women. Women are fucking clueless about what men want because their whole life it's all about what she wants since she was a fucking baby. It's all about what little princess wants. That's their whole reality and existence, their whole life. But it don't work like that once them wrinkles start coming in. Like, it don't work like that past, 25, really. Like, you got to start making sense when you talk after your looks start to fade. You got to start learning what men actually want and not just showing them some ass and titties in your outfit. That's not going to move men the way it used to move men. I mean, it'll move them, maybe for a week or something just to get the coochie, but it's not going to move them far as somebody wifing you and providing for you. I mean, the visual will move a man to maybe, trick a little something, maybe jump through a couple hoops the first couple of days, a week or something. But far as getting a man to stick around and provide and build a life with you and all this shit that you want once y'all start getting older, it's going to take more than just looking cute. You're going to have to start making sense when you talk, and you're going to have to start investing some time and researching what men actually want in exchange for all this shit you're asking for. Man. I'm blunt. We don't want blunt, sarcastic women. We don't like that. Do you care? No, because you think you could just make demands and not give anything in return.
And I guess lastly, somebody romantic. I have not really had as much luck finding people who like to please. So I would like to find someone that's similar to what I can provide to somebody else.
You don't seem like a pleasant person to be around. Men who are on a mission don't got time to sit around and make sure you're pleased all the time. You're a pop and drop. You're aging out of being that fun girl you take on a trip and fuck on while you're on the trip. You're aging out of that, and you're not equipped to be anything more because that's all you ever been. And you still coming with this attitude like you're in a position to make demands. You're in no position to make demands anymore, and it's only going to keep getting worse as you age. You're not girlfriend material. And you're aging out being fuck doll material for rich men or men who make 100K or more. You're even aging out of that. That's the sad part about these women's existence, like women like this. They just don't get it.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Broke.
I'm sorry.
I'm pretty.
They don't understand how off-putting this is, even to millionaires. It's funny watching this, man, because they are so clueless. She doesn't get how many, even if there were millionaires watching who was feeling her so far, that just disqualified her. That's just the comedy gold of it all. Even if the guy she's describing was watching and was feeling her up to this point, like the chances that she's going to make it through an interview and not say some shit that completely turns him off is slim to none. I'm not even keeping score of points anymore. This bitch been done as far as the points. That's such a negative, harsh, just cold term to just use to describe another human based on simply money. You're broke mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. That's way worse than being broke financially. You fuck. Oh, God. This is just...
I'm pretty open. I know you can't have it all, so I don't care if you're that tall. As long as you 5'5", 5'6", or taller. I don't care if you're fat, skinny, short. You can't have it all. Looks, I'm willing to settle on. I cannot settle on what you bring to the table financially. And
well, that's the only reasonable thing she said so far. At least she get on some level you can't have it all. But she's still asking for it all. That's the thing. Even when women get like, okay, I can't have it all, I'll give up on looks. Even all the other stuff is ridiculously high of a guy. Like even the other stuff that she said is still a top 0.5%er. Like to travel, this and that, can make this much money, open, can accept my blunt. Like that's still a 0.5% man.
and I cannot settle on.
I don't know how I used to work before Monday.com.
The work management platform? Nah, I don't like people telling me how to work.
Too many kids. I can't do more than 2, and your kids cannot be under 10.
You're not in any position to make demands. This is coming off like you got a funky... This is coming off like you're a complete cunt and with a funky attitude. No man likes this personality. No strong man, in my opinion, likes this personality. If anything, they might see it as a challenge to dominate it for a few months and then kick her to the fucking curb after they prove that they could dominate this bitch. At best, that's what will happen. Nobody's sticking around. No man with self-esteem is sticking around this for 30, 40 years.
Oh, and then anyone that's not ambitious. Like, recently I matched with a doctor on a dating app. And I was just like, I said, what do you do? He's like, I'm a doctor. And he was just like, I was like, okay, so what's your goals?
Are you fucking... Yeah, but I know you're a brain surgeon, top 5 brain surgeon in the country. But what are your goals and ambitions? I mean, that's cool and everything, but bitch, he wasn't good enough, y'all. The brain surgeon wasn't good enough. But look, if you were so great, I'm sure you dealt with dudes who are ambitious, who got money, yada yada. Why didn't none of those dudes keep you? Can you answer that? Never mind.
And he was just like, oh no, I kind of blocked you because like, what do you mean what's my goals? Is a doctor not enough? I don't want somebody who's content with where they are. A doctor is being a doctor is amazing. I understand what you guys go through to get there, but why can't you want more? I guess me having 3 jobs shows you that I'm never comfortable with being in one place.
Not being he need to run for the president. He's already a surgeon.
This bitch ain't worth a homeless man. That's the part that's funny. That's the comedy goal of it all. With your funky attitude, all that fucking makeup on your face, you're not worth a homeless man. Can you imagine such a worthless piece of shit telling you as a doctor that you're not good enough? This woman ain't worth shit romantically. Like, I'm not saying as a human, like God's people and all that, but like as a romantic prospect, she's dog shit. She's the equivalent to dog shit in the romantic world. Like I said, I'm not condemning her just as a human. I mean, I think she's a bad person. But let's just take that off the table. Let's just strictly look at it from a romantic lens. This woman is equivalent to a homeless crackhead. Like I don't know. I'm trying to articulate this correctly. I'm trying to. How can I just simplify this? This is a crazy. I might need to chop this up and make this a separate episode. I might chop this up and make this. This is crazy. These women will make you believe you're not good enough no matter what. That's what my channel is about. But they're dog shit. That's what my channel is about. Getting men to understand that even if she's pretty, even if she got a nice body, even if she got 10 multi-million-dollar businesses, as people and as romantic partners, these women are dog shit. And below average men are better than them. I don't care if a man's 45, works at Fry's on McDonald's, and he's 4'11". You know what I mean? And he even got a mental disability a little bit. He's superior to her. That's the point of my channel, is to get you guys to understand why that's the case. But he a good dude. Yeah, he bald, he 4'11". He got a little bit of a mental disability, but he a good motherfucking dude. So yeah, I value him more than I value her, and I think he's superior to her.
That ain't enough for you.
It's not a money thing more, so I guess it's an ambition thing. Yeah.
Well, let's start a couple things. I mean, I cracked up when you said broke. I don't know, the way you said it was just funny. What is broke to you?
Broke to me is living check to check. I try to live it where 10% of my income is spent on expenses and bills. If you out here, 70% of your income goes towards your expenses, you're not somebody I want to talk to, because you're living way beyond your means. I don't care if you're cheap. I don't care if you like, you know what, we can't go out this weekend because I need to save up some money. I need somebody that's fiscally responsible. Broke is broke. Like, you can't afford your car note. I had a guy's car get repo from my house. No.
Well, why was you fucking with him then? You don't mess with brokies. So how did that happen? How did you end up in that situation? Like, I don't even want to go into that. If you so fucking great and you only fuck with the best of the best, why are you single at 28? Seriously. What's been going wrong where you had to come on the ghetto ass Kendra G show to try to find a man if you're so fucking wonderful? They always try to present like they're so great. Women who are so great aren't single at 28. Bars. Seriously, they're not. Women have opportunities to get with men. And women who are in the realm of men who make 6 and 7 figures, who are worthwhile, they get married to one of those dudes. That's the funny thing, man. By the time a woman on the internet talking about my feet don't touch regular ground and I got to do this and fly on jets, by the time you on the internet saying that, you're not worthy of that. The bitches who are worthy of that, well, I don't know if I want to use the word worthy. The women who can pull men like that and get wedding rings from men like that, they're on the internet with the ring on their finger talking about my husband put me in a jet. Like, you see what I'm saying? By the time a woman on Kendra G talking about I don't deal with nothing less than 6 figures, she don't qualify for 6 figures. Women who qualify for 6 figures aren't on the internet asking for it. They're living that lifestyle with the man that makes 6 figures or more, or 7 figures or more. There are millionaire bitches that pull millionaire men. There's millionaire bitches who got multiple marriages with millionaire men. Those bitches might not be shit either, but they mastered the game to get what they want. They don't got to talk about it. They be about it. And they married to a millionaire right now. They married to a nigga who like to travel and make X, Y, and Z money right now. They don't got to come on Kendra G and ask for it and talk about it and say, I don't take nothing less than that. They live in that life. They're not posers like you. Yeah, I got to chop this up to make this a separate episode.
I don't deal with those kind of people.
Yes, you do. You do deal with people like that because you just told us a story of a nigga like that getting his car repoed from your house. So you're a liar. But we already knew that when you lied about your age.
Is there a dollar amount to broke for you?
Ideally, I want somebody that makes more than me, so at least 200 or more.
Okay. So 100K to you would be not enough?
No.
No. Okay. So 200K or more. Ooh, child. Okay. So we got there early. Should he look a certain way?
No. I told you, physically, I don't really care. It looks fade. So
yeah, your looks are fading bad.
In 20, 30, 40 years, you're not going to look the way you did when I met you. So why do I care?
You're not going to be with the same man in 20, 30, 40 years. I would bet everything I own on it. I'd bet everything I own on it. I put a fucking tutu on, a red nose, a clown fucking wig, whatever crazy, obscene thing you want me to do. If in 30 or 40 years from now, if I'm, if we linked up and you could prove that you was in a 20-year relationship, man, I would kiss your ass, I kiss your feet, all that. You will never be in a 20-year relationship, ever.
Care of you, Denzel Washington. I'm okay. As long as you don't have too many tattoos on your face, we all good to go.
Okay. We gotta do the...
She dealt with dudes with tattoos on her face. See, that's why she made that standard. She said not too many tattoos on your face. You can have 1 or 2, but there's nothing crazy like 5. This bitch is trash. She been fucking with Pookies and Tyrones. Now she want to come on Kendra G acting like she the queen of England. Fuck out of here.
100K to you would be not enough?
No.
No. Okay. So 200K or more. Ooh, child. Okay. So we got there early. Should he look...
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Flower of Life. She wants you to make 200K so you could afford her current 100K lifestyle that she's blowing. She's not financially responsible. I don't believe her. But look, she wants you to make 200K so you could spend 100K of that on her current lifestyle and she could keep her so-called 100K. Just to be clear. That's why women want you to make double what they're making. So you can come in and pay all their bills and still have extra to splurge on them and do all extra shit on top of maintaining their current lifestyle they're at now.
Look a certain way.
No. I told you, physically, I don't really care. It looks fade. So in 20, 30, 40 years, you're not going to look the way you did when I met you. So why do I care if you Denzel Washington? I'm okay. As long as you don't have too many tattoos on your face, we all good to go.
Okay. We got to do the Kendra cam. I know you in the car, but we got to do the Kendra cam.
All right. Hold on.
Oh, it's dark. I feel like you have a
BBL. BBL. That's a terrible done BBL. That BBL was done terribly. That's a very awkward BBL. What a goofball. I kind of feel sorry for her now. No, I don't. What am I saying? But that's just terrible. Let's see if I can pause it so you can see how terrible that BBL is.
Nice.
That's just...
shade.
That don't even look natural.
Okay. But it's dark. It's hard to see you.
This woman might be...
If you're a content creator of any kind, you need to check out Motion Array. My name is Paul, filmmaker and YouTuber, and...
She want to show this bad BBL.
I can't hear you, baby.
She walking on masculine? Oh, gosh.
We can't hear you, boo.
All out in the middle of the street. Where you coming from? Your boobs falling out the side of your shirt? This is just disgusting. With some dollar store flip-flops on, but you need a 200K, man. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, if you're going to talk like this, at least be a baddie. You know what I mean? A baddie. And then I can at least see where you got your delusion from, at least in that case.
Ooh, she wants us to see this body.
This is ridiculous.
We can't. I think her phone was on the Bluetooth to the car. Hello?
Now that I'm seeing different angles, this woman is in her 40s, talking about 28. I'm really curious how old this bitch, like, never mind.
Hello? Get your volume together, Alexis. Hello? Alexis, get your volume together. I'm going to take you out, but I'm going to add you right back, okay? To get your volume together so we can finish. We got some paid questions for you, too. Hello? Let's see if she comes back. I'm going to give her a second before we start. Somebody else. Paige, I see you. I'm going to get you. Danielle.
I do get married and my husband feels like he wants a kid.
Yeah.
No, I deleted it.
That sounds like some more bullshit before we even get into that one. We ain't going to get into that one now. I'll get into that one later. I'm coming back at 8. Everybody sending donations in. Super chat, super sticker. I'll read them on the show. Preferably Cash App or Streamlabs. I'm looking for how much we need. I'm looking for at least another $10 in donations. My e-begging. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's finish that call, though.
Okay, well, I don't know how the guy... you got... Oh, you were going to work.
Yes.
All right. Let's do it.
Whoa, going to work? Somebody did say in the comment section she was a stripper. I thought she said she was a waitress and she owned buildings and she a cloud tech. That looked like a stripper back room. Yeah, this is just... Oh, gosh. She ain't mentioned she was a stripper. Or she might be a waitress at the strip club, but it's still kind of like a... Never mind.
Now, the last question I asked you, we did the Kendrick Ian.
Yes.
Okay. So, after the Kendrick... Okay. When was your last relationship?
11 years ago.
Wait, you want to do the Kendrick Ian now with some light?
Yeah, besides the trollers and the internet. Hold on. Can you do me a favor? Can you hold the phone real quick?
Okay, we see you.
That is such an
right.
awkward BBL.
If you just tuning in, this is Alexis DC, 28, Capricorn, no kids. A mom, yeah. You mom to 3?
No, I have no children.
I'm sorry, that's the wrong person. What's your name again?
Alexis.
Yeah, I have you right.
No kids.
Oh, 3 jobs. I'm sorry.
3 jobs.
Here we go. All right, I said 3 moms to 3. It's 3 jobs. All right, if you just tuned in, here we go. We have Alexis DC, 28, Capricorn.
Can you imagine a chick with 3 jobs trying to clown a doctor saying he's not ambitious enough? People don't have 3 jobs for fun. People have 3 jobs because they need 3 jobs to stay afloat. I mean, usually I would say. I mean, usually people don't associate having 3 jobs with somebody who's doing good financially in all 3 of them. If that makes sense. Like, and especially if one of them is you being a waitress. You see, it's not adding up. Usually, like, people who are financially successful don't have to wait tables. I don't know. Maybe I sound ignorant. But when you think about somebody who's making $100K, and I'm sure some waiters and waitresses make $100K in certain areas or in LA. I don't know, but you get what I'm trying to say.
She has no kids, has 3 jobs.
Like, a doctor ain't good enough, but she wait tables. Just think about that for a minute.
Cloud engineer, a waitress, owns her own apartment building. You said correct? Or
yes, that's correct.
No broke men. She made that clear. 200K is the preference. 100K is not enough.
Nope.
Okay. Now, when was your last relationship, Alexis?
11 years ago.
You've been single for 11 years?
You know.
But she's so fucking great, though. I mean, she's talking like she's so wonderful, and she's such a good catch, and 100K ain't enough, and you gotta be this, you gotta be that. But she hasn't been in a relationship in over a decade. But she's so great. and she coming in contact with all these men, all the tables she wait, and if she waitress at a strip club, she coming in contact with ballers. Why ain't nobody snatching this up?
You know how people go relationship to relationship to relationship? I kind of feel like that's what dating should be for. Like when I meet people and they be like, well, why are you and your ex break up? Well, it just didn't work
that wouldn't
out.
be
We
11.
weren't a
If
good
you go
fit.
relationship to relationship, that means the last one wouldn't have been 11
No,
years
no,
ago.
no, no. I'm speaking on other people, what they do.
Okay.
This is why I don't do it. I think dating should be the time when you're getting to know somebody. You're trying to figure out the red flags. If you're willing to accept those red flags, if you're willing to accept every part of them. When I get in the next relationship, I want it to be somebody I'm willing to marry. And I don't see why that needs to be rushed. So,
Okay, I have a question. In those 11 years, are you having sex?
yes,
Of course.
I've dated people exclusively. I just haven't gotten to the point where I wanted to make them my boyfriend.
Well, if you dating exclusively, see, you can't listen to women when they talk because they lie so fucking much to try to make them seem. Let me say that again. You can't listen to women like this because they lie so much when they talk because they're trying to make themselves seem like more than a piece of shit. They're trying to figure out how can I hide the fact that I'm a piece of shit and I'm not worth a man. I'm not worth a homeless man. How can I try to flip it and rearrange words to make it seem like I'm worth something when I'm not? In the dating world, at least. She's probably worth something to the employers or something, maybe like that. They don't make sense when they talk. I mean, no. I've been in exclusive relationships. I just didn't make nobody my boyfriend.
Okay, so dating exclusively means neither one of you guys date other people.
Correct.
So help me understand. Maybe I'm ignorant. Why would that not be a relationship if you're both just seeing each other?
I can still text other people. I just choose not. I can still go on a dates with other people. I just choose not to. And sometimes depends on who I'm dating. Some people I'll still date other people. You know, go
That's
out
not,
for a few days.
if you can still date other people, that's not an exclusive relationship. Is she slow, y'all? Am I missing something? Should I delete this whole live stream? Because I don't want to make fun of the mentally ill, the mentally disabled. What's going on? And is there any chance this woman is actually 28? Any chance?
I'm just not actively sleeping with anyone else because I prefer to sleep with one person at a time. Okay. So I guess that's the difference. I don't answer to anybody.
Exactly, and that's why you're not relationship material, because you don't want to answer to anybody. And that's the reason why a lot of modern women aren't going to ever be relationship material, because being in a relationship is answering to somebody. Even if you the man, I mean, you can't just stay out all night and not let your wife know where you are. You could be dead or anything. Being in a relationship is answering to somebody on some level. And that's it. You summed up why you will be single forever. Right there with that statement.
If I want to meet somebody, get their number, I can. I'm still single.
Okay. And
you can too.
Okay.
Did you know there's finally an app out there that can add your calendars, work and personal, add your tasks?
So my assumption is, because I know you have a high salary request, do all these men meet your 200K requirement?
Yes.
Cap.
Okay.
It's pretty normal though in DC. DC incomes are higher, and I'm in tech, so everyone in my field pretty much makes at least 150 or higher.
Oh, okay. Okay, you in tech. You're a cloud professional in tech. So you've been dating 200K men for 11 years and the relationship haven't even come about. Because you're so great. That makes total sense. The more and more she talks, the more bad it gets.
This is true. Now I want to ask this question. But you also said that these dating experiences never grew to a committed relationship. Why not?
I think because, so I feel like the dating pool has a little bit of pee in it. And I feel like sometimes people like to ignore red flags, and I've ignored a few. I'll get with somebody and sexually it's not cutting it for me, and I'll keep dating them knowing I wouldn't marry this person, or it'll be something where.
So he got to be a 200K man with amazing sex. It's funny when women shame men for being bad at sex, but most women are fucking starfish. Most women, just because they look good, or just most women, period, aren't that mind-blowing at sex. Most people aren't mind-blowing at sex. Women just get that projected onto them because they're women and they're just natural sexual beings, or they're just naturally looked at as sex objects. So we just project that they're going to be good in bed, or just because she got a nice ass or some nice tits or she pretty, she's going to be good in bed. No, most women aren't good in bed. But anyway, I digress.
I've dated people who were financially not on the same page as me, trying to help them. So I've helped them get new jobs. I'll do resumes, help them do interviews.
Well, why did you even have to give them a chance? You're so great and you date 200K men all the time. Why would you have to downgrade and step down and date a man who wasn't on your level? You only date men who are on your level. You don't date broke dudes. You said that earlier. So another fucking lie. Just the more they talk, man, the more they talk.
And then I realized that some people just aren't meant to make a lot of money. I help them get these jobs, and then all of a sudden they start acting funny. I just feel like you have to be aligned, and I haven't really felt anybody that was I haven't really met anyone that I was on the same page with. But I'm patient, so I've just.
You've been single for 11 years, and you're dating all these top tier men, but it's not working out because you're so great. Yep, I know.
Been traveling and doing me. I'm not hurt, but I guess that's the reason why it's so easy for me to do the non-committed thing, because I would be a little bit more offended if these are my boyfriends. These are not my boyfriends. They are people I enjoy for the season, and I'm moving on.
Now let me ask you this, because there's some women who enjoy dating the way you date, don't necessarily really have a goal of marriage or a committed relationship with one person. Do you feel as though is that your goal? Like, do you want to be married? I mean, it's not a bad thing if you don't, but I'm just curious because it seems like you rather just continue to date instead of locking in with one person.
No, I would like to lock in one person. I just don't want to settle. I'm not gonna I've met amazing men who just didn't meet my income requirements. I got too many goals I have for myself to be with somebody that I have to build up, or who just.
You're not relationship material, ma'am. Build up. But you date all these 200K men. But all of them was bad at sex, right? This is just crazy. This is crazy. But no, what I wanted to say is this woman will never be relationship material. Like, even if she met this perfect man that she's talking about, she wouldn't be able to maintain a relationship. She hasn't ever maintained a healthy relationship. The first sign of trouble, she gonna start texting another dude. The first sign of trouble, she's gonna try to run for the hills.
Just comfortable being where they are. I want something serious, but I don't want to settle.
So settling to you is being in a committed relationship with a man that makes less than 200K?
Settling for me is being with somebody that put their hands on you, being someone that lies to you, being someone who has too many kids, being with anybody who isn't on the same page as you. And that's just not for me. That's for men too. I'm not asking you to settle.
Yes,
I've had men not be interested because I wear makeup or I wear wigs. Everybody has their own preference. Settling for me is just you're not meeting my non-negotiables. You're not doing what your career isn't where it needs to be, or you got too many kids, or you lie too much, or you don't.
Well, there's men who don't have too many kids. There's men who make 200K. Like, you see what I'm saying? These men exist, but they not getting with you.
I don't want to travel. The last guy I dated long term didn't want to travel internationally at all. Vacation to him is like going to Florida. And I like to go around the world. I don't think there's nothing wrong with wanting somebody who wants to travel too. It's small things. And those small things usually is what it
That's
disconnects.
not, okay, hold on, let me jump in. These are not small things. I think this is where it's not a small thing, honey. And also, I'm not God. I'm gonna start off before I start, let me say I'm not God. So I can never say absolute anything. But you do have to understand the man that you're describing is a 1% man that can make the salary requirement, could afford to travel around this world, could give you great sex. I think you had a kid requirement.
No more than 2 children.
Okay, no more. You did now. You don't have an attraction requirement.
But it don't matter because it's still a 1% man, even if she don't have an attraction requirement. She's not a 1% woman. And that's just the case with all these women who come on these shows. They describe a 5% man, a 1% man, a top 10% man, but they're never a top 10% woman. Top 10% women, based on what men value, are almost just never single after 25, unless their husband died. Top 10% women, they're just not single after 25, to just put it simply. top 10% women have realistic standards. Let's start there. And women with realistic standards get snatched up in high school and college. Fucking period. If you're still single after 25, you probably don't, there's a 98% chance you don't qualify for a top 10% man. And you are asking for a top 10% man to take a bad deal.
So that's a grace area. So he can have the income and not the money, but he still got to have good sex. So I'm going to assume that, whatever, we'll leave it there.
I can settle on that too. I'm being honest, in today's generation, I can settle with that.
The sex.
I can settle with that too.
Okay, so you're willing to settle in the area. So really for you.
But let's be clear. You never want a woman to feel like she's settled for you in any way. Well, to be clear, we all have to settle. But when she has to verbalize, I'm settling for this and I'll settle for that. Like when she feels like she's settling for this, that, and the third, she's not going to respect you and it's not going to work out. And she's going to make your life a living hell because you're not quite what she wanted. This woman is a horrible option, and she will be a horrible option to date for the rest of her fucking life. And I feel sorry for any man who's going to try to be in a relationship with her. Well, fellas, y'all been doing good for 11 years, so just keep it up.
So now let's just go to the commitment. So you just want this man that makes this requirement to be exclusively committed to you as well, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And someone thoughtful, someone caring.
Okay. And although you've dated these men, you just never been in a committed relationship with one.
Correct.
So just
Weird.
hypothetical. Let's just say your experience will always just be dating. Like you get these men who meet your wonderful requirements that you can date for a period of time. And then after a while, you learn for whatever reason, it's not going to grow to the committed relationship. And then you go on to the next man that meets all those requirements. Are you fine with that, or does having a husband and having a family, is that important to you?
Having a family is important to me. So Ideally, that's why I'm pretty focused. I don't really waste my time on people that I feel like it won't be long term. I'm quick to cut somebody off because I don't want to waste your time and I don't want to waste my time. So I know what I want. So I won't.
Maybe you don't qualify for what you want, and that's why it's been 11 years. Now, that's a thought. They can't accept that, though. They'll never admit to that, no matter what. I don't qualify for my standards. I don't qualify for what I think I need, deserve, whatever I want. I just don't qualify for it. But that's the harsh truth I'll tell you. You just don't qualify for it. On many levels, you don't qualify for it. On so many levels.
Even let it get to the first date if we're not on the same page. I don't need to waste your money, waste your time. No.
Right.
That's how I look at it.
I think women because you say you date these men, so I'm gonna put you in this category. Women who get to date men who make high salaries, it's like a gift and a curse. Because, like, I'll give an example. I met this young lady. I mean, gorgeous. She was freaking gorgeous. And when I was in Atlanta at iFest, there was a private dinner, and she was talking to me. She's like, I want to be in a relationship. She was 26. I mean, she was drop dead gorgeous. And she was saying she was currently dating a guy in France, and he flies her to France once a month. And I'm like, girlfriend, it is going to be so hard for a regular guy to date you because you're used to people flying you to France, once a month. That's going to be crazy for a guy to say, I'm going to take you out to dinner. You're like, where? And
I will say, I don't compare men to other men, just the same way I don't want to be compared to other women.
Cap. And this is why men, man, if it was reasonable, I would tell men don't date a woman who's not a virgin. Like, this is why I ran through women just aren't relationship material. They're going to compare you to the best they've had of every other guy. So if one guy had money but he was bad at sex, she's going to compare your money to his. If one guy was good at sex but didn't have no money, she's going to always compare your D to his. It's just a poop show. Dating women, ever since the standard became dating women who weren't virgins, relationships went to hell. The reason why there's a study that connects with this. The more sexual partners a woman has had, the less likely she'll stay married to her husband. And this is one of the reasons why. She's always comparing her husband to all the other guys she's been with or dated for 6 weeks or whatever. And she always going to hold on to that idea that I'm going to find Megatron or fucking Optimus Prime of all those guys one day. Even though she's getting older and her value is going down. But yeah, she's lying about that. Women definitely compare men to each other. Definitely. It's in their nature. You think if she had sex with a dude who was a 10 in the bed and she ended up married to, let me say it again. You think if a woman has experienced a man who made her come 3 times every time they had sex is not going to compare him to her husband who never makes her come? Think about that for a minute. But I'm going to end it on that note, man. This is just pathetic. I'll be back at 8 p.m. Central Time, so approximately in 5 hours. It was a pleasure. Until next time, guys.